initially to do the interview. They worked with her to discover her one true heartfelt wish, which was to go on a Disney cruise. We had an amazing team of volunteers actually here in the office who put together a countdown calendar for her. It was a full-scale replica of the Disney ship she would be sailing on. With that, it was revealed to her by presenting her and her family with the ship that she would be going on the Disney cruise, and she was able to count down the days until her big wish experience. We had a big send-off party, a beach-themed send-off with her friends and her family. They could all get together and be excited, and she made a few requests for that party that were very fun for us to fulfill. Her big question, even about the cruise, was, well, is there going to be a taco bar? She loves tacos. We called and found out that there was not going to be a taco bar on this particular ship, but that was an important component of Lily's wish that we wanted to grant and make come true. So for Lily's wish send-off, we had a taco bar.
It's a Caribbean cruise on a Disney Cruise Line ship, which was amazing, on the Disney Fantasy. So we boarded at Port Canaveral in Florida, and it was a 7-day, 6-night cruise. Make-A-Wish not only provided the airfare and the cruise line, but also port adventures.
What did we do in Grand Cayman? Do you remember what we did?
Swim with dolphins and stingrays.
We got to swim with dolphins and stingrays. That was super cool, right? What about on the boat? What was the funnest thing that you got to do on the boat?
Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
It's like a tube slide that you get to slide up.
The excitement of the trip and being able to share some amazing experiences was something Lily and her entire family will cherish forever. But the trip was much more than just a family vacation.
Just being able to spend time with the girls and enjoying their time, you know. And really is the celebrating that it's done. And this is kind of trying to get Lily to know that she's healthy again and getting back to normal and knowing that, you know, things that she didn't or couldn't do when she was sick, like swimming, you know, that she could go swimming every day on the trip, whether it was on the beaches or the places that we would come into port or on the ship, and just being normal again. And just to see that and just have her sisters all together and sharing that was the best.
Today, life for Lily is almost back to normal. Although she has to wear hearing aids, a side effect of her radiation treatment, she is healthy and cancer-free. Lily hasn't forgotten what she went through, but she definitely doesn't wear it on her sleeve. She has an innocence and a joy that radiates from within. You see it in her smile and the twinkle in her eyes. She and her family consider themselves to be very lucky and are grateful to Make-A-Wish Hawaii for giving them all a fresh new start.
I'm Ramsey Raquel, and I am 11 years old. I like to do soccer, football, basketball. Sometimes I play volleyball. I enjoy drawing too. I like to draw buildings, 3D. I see myself as a creative kid.
When me and Ramsey's father got divorced, he was 7 years old.
I didn't really understand it, so I didn't really know anything until my dad wasn't really coming here to the house a lot.
Ramsey has handled it really well, being so young of an age, you know. Me growing up, my parents were still together until my dad passed.
My mom put me in the Boys and Girls Club because she had work, so I had to go to the Boys and Girls Club.
The mission of our Boys and Girls Club is to inspire young people to become responsible citizens. Ramsey Raquel, when he first joined the Boys and Girls Club, he was only 7 going on to 8 years old. He was very shy. He was very closed off. He didn't really engage with youths as much.
I was like kind of sad and I wasn't really talking that much. And then the staff asked me what's wrong, and I told them.
And you told them what?
About my dad. I was sad because my dad left to go. School environment, I don't really get to express some things that I like to talk about, but at club, they listen and they help me express my feelings. I look to all the staff, but mostly I look up to Jazz. So I told Jazz about my dad. I really started to be loose and just let go of that.
It's so hard because they don't ask for this. Yeah, and our job here at the Boys and Girls Club is to just be that person that they can depend on, you know, be that consistency in their life. Because when all the rest of the people in their life hasn't been consistent, at least he knows Jazz is gonna be there for him no matter what.
I always hang out with her, and I really love how she keeps me company sometimes, and I like how she takes me whenever I'm bored or sad or having troubles.
Ramsey has grown so much over these 3 years that I've had him in the Torch Club program. He first started off as shy and to himself, and now he's out there and he loves to help others, and he just has a really good personality. His outward look on life is so much more positive now than when I first started with him.
The Boys and Girls Club is doing a really good job on helping my son Ramsey become a better person, because they teach him stuff that, I teach him some stuff, but it's nice to hear it from somebody else.
Since I started the Boys and Girls Club, I've been more happy. They keep me in a safe environment, and I have friends to play with.
After falling in the regular season, the Kahuku Red Raiders are back in the OIA final, looking for some big redemption against the only unbeaten team left in the OIA. Trojans, Red Raiders for the OIA Division I Open title. Aloha Stadium, historic and iconic. Tonight we make more history. The first ever OIA Division I Open Championship. Number 3 Kahuku in the tournament, taking on the top-seeded Trojans from Mililani. To the bracket and the roadmap, how each of these two teams got to this point. Mililani took care of Farrington last Saturday by 47-7. Kahuku scored 27 unanswered against the Sabres to put them into this spot. These two teams have already locked up their slots into the first Hawaiian Bank State Football Championships. With that, we welcome you inside our booth. So great to have you with us with Darren Hernandez and Jimmy Bender, Felipe Ohastro. All right, this event means so much to so many people, the history of the OIA, and we love nights like this, right? The finale of the OIA season.
There's so much pageantry. There's so much excitement. We're going to give away a car. You got Kahuku, Mililani, the two top dogs year after year, year in and year out. I mean, this is really going to be something. I can't wait to see Dylan Gabriel, senior year. I mean, he has had a tremendous career.
It'll be interesting to see how it'll play out tonight. Remember, Kahuku in the regular season fell on their homecoming night to Mililani in an absolute drubbing here. Dylan Gabriel hooks up with Mako Hill, who turned it on from that point to the end of the regular season and into the playoffs. Duke Heffernan added on a field goal. The offense was working. That might be the smartest game that we've seen Dylan Gabriel play all year, Coach.
Oh, the O-line did such a great job of protecting him. He was on the money, throwing a lot of out routes, a lot of curl routes to the outside. They used the field in such a smart way. The middle of the field was muddy. You can see Saval with a long touchdown there, but they just great game management. Kilifi Malepeai in the red zone as a banger, short yardage guy. The defense doing their job. It was great.
And so Mililani won that one by 28, and thus ending at that point the 11-year home win streak for Kahuku. So you and I have been following Dylan Gabriel throughout his 4 years, and he has done a masterful job operating this Mililani offensive team. 101 career touchdowns for a guy who made his verbal commit to play at Army.
You know, for a guy who we saw as a skinny freshman wearing jersey number 96 when Mackenzie Milton was banged up and hurt, and he came in and played pretty well, and we saw some glimpses of what great, of the greatness to come, and boy, oh boy, he's been tremendous.
And for a guy who just loves these moments, he says that these games, you still get the butterflies, you still get excited, and a big-time matchup here against Big Red. Kahuku has the most OIA titles all time in the great OIA history. But they have to get pressure on Dylan Gabriel, coach, something they didn't do in the regular season. Tuia Tupuola dealing with a broken hand. Tausili Fiotoa did well against the Sabres last week. He has to repeat and surpass his performance here tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. I think they can look at the film of last week's game versus Farrington. Farrington had 4 sacks against Mililani. But the offensive line from Mililani, they have been up and down. They did such a great job in that first game. They were amazing. They gave up 0 sacks. And last week, we saw a little chink in the armor. So we'll see what we see tonight from the Kahuku D-line if they can penetrate and do a good job of getting pressure on Dylan Gabriel.
On paper, Mililani is the overwhelming favorite. However, it is November. It's the OI Championship game, and it is Kahuku. We shall see. Clash for the title, courtesy of the local paper. Star Advertiser. Big-time matchup here tonight.
At Pizza Hut, we're more than just $7.99 medium one-topping pizzas. Whoa, wait, medium pizzas? For $7.99? And all these sides. $7.99? I'm speechless. The new $7.99 lineup, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
The Honda Accord LX is in a class all by itself. It has upscale styling and standard Honda sensing to help improve awareness on the road, with more powerful acceleration and passenger volume than either a Toyota Camry, Ford Fusion, or Nissan Altima. Maybe that's why it's the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Now is a great time to buy the Accord. Visit your Hawaii Honda dealer and test drive a Honda today.
No more space in the hale, the place is Kapulu. Call Hawaii self-storage, the best in value. Plenty room and aloha, come join our Hana. Uncle Jerome and safety, we always malama. Hawaii self-storage.
At Pizza Hut, we're more than just $7.99 medium one-topping pizzas. Whoa, wait, medium pizzas? For $7.99? And all these sides. $7.99? I'm speechless. The new $7.99 lineup, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
This Spectrum Network's presentation of Prep Football is sponsored by New City Nissan, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
Back here in Aloha Stadium as we get ready for kickoff between Mililani and Kahuku yet again. This time in the OIA Division I Open Championship, the first ever in the OIA with this new division format. Trojans and Red Raiders set to do battle. To set the stage, down to the field, Jimmy Bender with the New City Nissan Field Report. Aloha, Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Felipe and Darren. Talk to the coaches, well, at least talk to one of the coaches, because you mentioned about the previous meeting. So what's the mindset going into this one? On the Kahuku side, Dig talked to Coach Sterling Carvalho, and what he said is, we need to play Kahuku aggressive football. And he said, the bottom line for us is this: we got to get to Dylan Gabriel. We cannot leave him unpressured like we did in the last meeting. Now, Rod York didn't get to talk to him. The reason why, when I did observe him, he spent most of that warm-up period working with the defense, and what they were doing is going through some simulated drills against an offensive style that mimics what Kahuku does. Some of the running backs, the things of that nature. And he was really working with that defense, trying to get them locked in on what he thinks Kahuku is going to be doing with that running game, with that three-headed monster that we talked about in the pregame show. So, guys, I think that's where Rod York's heart lies, strictly with the defense tonight. Let's send it back up to you.
All right, we shall see, Jimmy. Thank you very much. Teams meeting at midfield, getting ready for the coin toss. The flag is out. here for Kahuku. The car is in the house. We'll give that to some lucky fan at halftime. A lot to get to here in the OIA Division I Open Championship.
Thanksgiving, spend more time celebrating the season and less time worrying about it. Order a fully cooked Zippy's Thanksgiving meal today and relax in the company of family and friends. A juicy, tender turkey, real mashed potatoes, gravy made with drippings, and our house-made pineapple cranberry relish. And don't forget to add on our famous pumpkin pie and maki sushi. Hurry, order online at zippys.com and get up to $15 off. It's only for a limited time, so act now before the offer is gone. Zippy's, a relaxing Thanksgiving tradition.
Honolulu Disposal Service has proudly served Hawaii since 1967. In the 50 years since then, Honolulu Disposal Service has grown from a 2-truck operation into the largest waste management and recycling operation in Hawaii. That growth has been possible not only by hard work and vision, but also by placing a great value on our employees. We're now looking for new personnel to help us grow into the next 50 years. If you want to join a long-time locally owned and operated company, call 845-7581 or visit us online today. Dodgers, Lakers, the World Surf League, the University of Hawaii, and the very best in high school sports and local programs. The Spectrum Networks in Hawaii. We've got you covered.
Let's get to our officials, brought to you by Shopo, Hawaii's Police Officers Union. The head referee wearing the white hat, the great Robert Victor, joined by Danny Bain, Isaac Tavai, Marshall Harvest, Dwayne Moku, Santos Barbasa, and John Oku. If you want to be a referee, WahuReferees.org. In his freshman season, Sterling Carvalho spent a lot of time as an assistant with Kahuku. He's been a part of this program since 2006. He was a JV head coach for 3 seasons between 2015 and 2017. He's a current athletic director for Hawaii Technology Academy. He's just so passionate and loves his school so much, but can he come up with a gigantic win against a team that has been so dominant through the OIA season? But in the head-to-head series against the Trojans, Huku was dominated. Huku leads the series 12-4. Remember, one of those 4 wins for Mililani was via forfeit. That was the 2010 would-be OIA title game. Remember, it was the self-reported use of an ineligible player that allowed Mililani to win their first OIA championship. Huku has gone through such a roller coaster of a season, Coach. Remember, they won their first 3, then lost here in this building to St. Louis with the back-to-back losses. Mililani ending the 11-year home win streak, and then losing in shocking fashion to Campbell in Eva Beach.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I mean, this is a team, when they were healthy at the beginning of the year, they dismantled Punahou 41-21. They had 3 guys go over 100 yards rushing. They lost Miki Ayu. They lost Nohi Kaniho. They lost Enoch Vimahi. They've had some devastating injuries. They haven't really recovered from them. Wes Alo Mayava has been out for a huge chunk of the season as well.
Mililani's time to do their alma mater gives us a time to breathe a little bit. When we come back, we promise the kickoff.
Let's welcome the first-time parents, the people with the dream to be their own boss. Let's welcome the things that inspire us, connect us. Let's welcome the college graduations, new beginnings, and happy ever afters. At Bank of Hawaii, we'd like to welcome you to all the new adventures, the next chapters, and all the great things you have to look forward to. Welcome to tomorrow. Bank of Hawaii.
America, land of blue jeans, muscle cars, bald eagles, and burgers. And while muscle cars lost their muscle, blue jeans got all skinny on us.
I can't feel my legs.
And bald eagles got, well, balder.
Oh no, is it obvious?
No way are we giving up on burgers. That's why I created the all-American ribeye burger, made with 100% ribeye beef, fresh spring mix, and provolone cheese on a potato bun.
It's a good-looking burger.
Ribeye burgers are back, America. Try them today.
University of Hawaii Rainbow Wahine Basketball, Tuesday.
Concussions are a serious injury.
You only have one brain.
Your health should always come first.
We want you to report concussions.
So take this pledge.
I pledge to report potential concussions and encourage others to do the same.
By taking this pledge,
I have a basic understanding of the signs and symptoms,
signaling a possible concussion.
Should I suspect my teammates or my own concussion, I commit
to report the concussion
to a coach or a licensed healthcare professional.
Take concussions seriously.
Tomahawk chop in full effect here from both teams. Kuku won the toss, elected to defer. Mililani's offense onto the field first. Duke Heffernan ready to tee this one up towards Raichel Vegas and Kai Banks. For the OIA D1 Open title, off we go from Halava. Vegas. Brought down emphatically to Vita Faletta. Welcome to Halava, says Kahuku, to the zippy starting offense. Let's swing it in. How about Mililani and Dylan Gabriel making his 35th consecutive start at quarterback, 101 career passing touchdowns. Up on the line, they're led by Lafaele and Tua Tangaloa and Muasal, but Mikey Angasiva and Mason Miyashiro, very good talents as well. Ryan Chang is 154 yards away from 2,000 for his career. First down, Gabriel throw. Incomplete to Chang. Hit hard from behind by Joseph Taufa, one of the up-and-coming cornerbacks that have been great the last couple of weeks. Swing in the defense here. We mentioned Taufa. Now, Kaniho is still out with that knee injury. They're expected to get him possibly in the semifinals in about a couple of weeks. In terms of the secondary, now Emerson just got recently invited to the Polynesian Bowl. Congratulations out to him. Peter John Mataira had a pick 6 last week against the Sabres. Gabriel second down, throws for Chang. Turn the corner. Frisco Adeao chased him out of bounds to the 32. Gain of 13.
Well, right now they're playing a high-stakes game. Kahuku is of sending a whole bunch of guys trying to pressure and rattle Dylan Gabriel. And on that play, it didn't happen. He threw a strike.
Run it with Kalifi Malapeai, who got tripped up there by Kana Whanoa-Moanavamu, who has 5.5 sacks this year. It's among the best in the OIA. And Malapeai, he's that steady back. He's been so great all year.
Malapeai, such a banger, such a great short yardage and goal line guy.
Second down and 9, Gabriel time. Chase from behind. Oh, Chang! Ryan Chang is gone! Touchdown!
There you see Dylan Gabriel again in the pocket, pressured from the backside and lets it go under pressure. A beautiful pass to Chang. And again, if you're going to send and blitz Dylan Gabriel, you better make sure that you take care of business on the back end. A 67-yarder.
Seven nothing. Man, you talk about quick. It only took 62 seconds for DG3 to hook up with Ryan Chang for the touchdown. 7-0 Millville.
Dodgers, Lakers, the World Surf League, the University of Hawaii, and the very best in high school sports and local programs. The Spectrum Networks in Hawaii. We've got you covered.
In a world where every path is unique, we believe the best in digital infrastructure can transform healthcare in places like Cleveland and Honolulu. Dazzle spectators on Broadway and the silver screens of LA. A simple belief that every fiber-lit building fuels the industry in all of us. Let's turn the promise of technology into digital progress together. Spectrum Enterprise.
We're looking for paradigm breakers, change agents who don't know the meaning of the word quit. Sound like someone with a disability? It should. Look closer at how you hire. Visit NOD.org/lookcloser.
Ideal applicants will be passionate strivers, hungry to upend old preconceptions. Sound like someone with a disability? It should. Look closer at how you hire. Visit NOD.org/lookcloser.
Show your support for Hawaii's law enforcement community with official Shopo merchandise. The store is open to the public and is located on Hoy Street in Kalihi. Proceeds benefit officers and their families statewide. Ryan Chang, 67 yards to the house, 7 touchdowns on the year, 23 of his career. And now it's Tavita Faleta and Mosiah Wheeler to return the kick of Liam McGehee. And they'll have it at the 20-yard line. Zippy starting lineups here for Kahuku. The offense has been struggling a little bit, sputtering a bit. It took some time for them to get going against Campbell, but Robbie Salval did a good job to anchor it when they needed it the most. Mililani with 4 plays and 81 yards in 62 seconds was very quick to get this scoring going to make it 7-0. And Kahuku's offense will have it at the 20-yard line. What do you want to see, Coach, early on here from Kahuku's offense?
You know what? For right now, they're going to have to try to establish the run and keep the ball away from the Mililani explosive offense that we just saw.
LaFal's the fullback, Matungi the tailback here. So now going to start the game with a throw to Heffernan. Heffernan made one man miss. Iosefa couldn't get him, and Javon Olomua finally tags him for a good first down catch of a dozen. Well, when you look at the starting lineups here, Heffernan, a fairly solid pass catcher. He caught 3 balls for 71 yards last time against the Sabres in the semifinals. Inoke Vimahi, in his second consecutive game back, still nursing the knee injury. Remember, he suffered that injury and a plethora of Kuku injuries when they played St. Louis first weekend of September. Kaniho still out on defense. Miki Ayu, as you know, out with an ACL, done for the season. But Vimahi is back. Wes Alomayaba, his status is questionable. He's nursing a shoulder injury. And they right with Salval. On the keep, the ball came out, and Tryson Mao hops on it. Kahuku fortunate, they only lose a couple. Javon Olomua made the stick and forced that ball out here, Coach.
There was miscommunication here. It looked like they were going to run the dive option. He was waiting for the next back up to come. Great job by Mao.
At 5'10", the senior was in there. Micah Tuilemotu, one of the leaders on this team. At 5'10", he bull rushes quick. He's in the inside tackle spot. 2nd down and 12. LaFau, push back. Iosefa and Ezra Save. Those two guys help lead a very stout Mililani defense. Shane Cady, 6 sacks this season. It's among the best in the OIA. The only guy above him in the OIA is Tausili Fiatoa, who has 8 of his own. John Tuile Tufunga is in that mix. Asher Palanca is in the secondary. Be interesting to see if the DBs will be tested here tonight. They've been playing much better ball second half of the season.
Rarely do you see Kahuku's O-line get pushed around like that on a run play.
They rush 5. Salval throws the out. Nobody was there. Heffernan went in. The ball went out. And the ball will go back to Mililani after this punt.
You know, Kahuku is such a proud program with, you know, over 25 OIA championships. Number 1 with a bullet compared to any other OIA team. But right now, they look overmatched. This Mililani trench game is defeating them badly.
Erickson sends that one away. Good punt. It stayed in bounds. It got a good bounce. Well done on you, Ethan Erickson. All the way inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 63-yard punt here for Erickson. As we go inside the numbers, it's brought to you by Lungs. You mentioned those OIA championships. Longs tells us 26. That's the number one by Kahuku. It is the most all-time. Kahuku, so dominant and so prideful of this program, right? Mililani going for their 4th league title in school history. Already down in the hole, 7-0. This one will start from their own 8. Flag down. This came from the line judge. And Robert Victor.
Lining up in a neutral zone. 52 of the offense. Half the distance. First down.
One of the best in the biz, Robert Victor right there. Mililani penalties cannot be a high number. Rod York told his team in practice yesterday, I'm not worried about Kahuku. We shouldn't be worried about Kahuku. We should be worried about ourselves. Do we have the right mindset to perform well and take care of what we need to do? From his end zone, Gabriel moving and throwing to Ryan Chang. He caught it at the 20. Gain of 16, a first down. Now they're targeting Ryan Chang quick here, Coach.
Well, when you watch Gabriel and his receivers, it's no mystery why they have such great chemistry. They work out during the off season. They just have so much chemistry.
Vegas, the former St. Louis Crusader, 2nd year with Mililani, gets funneled out of bounds. We have a penalty flag down here after Tavita Faletta got the tackle. We might have a hold here on Motoyama. He was trying to block downfield. Remember, because we're in the playoffs, it's a 7-man crew the rest of the way, even through the first Hawaiian Bank State Football Championships. Campbell is already into the tournament, and they await the winner of this one. Mililani and Kahuku both already in, representing the OIA.
Holding, offense number 6. 10-yard penalty from the foul. Still first down.
It'll be on Sai Kobayama Hayashi, the hold. So I'll take it to the 14-yard line here for Mililani. Dylan Gabriel, for his career, 58% completion rate, the state's all-time career passing yardage leader. Clips that mark about 3 weeks ago. Wow, what the pushback there from Kenai Le'ua, stuffing Kalifi Malapeai.
Kenai Le'ua, who is not your typically gigantic defensive tackle in the middle, at 6'1", 248. We usually see Kahuku has a guy who's 6'3" and 280, but boy, he played much bigger than his stature on that play.
Yeah. 2nd down and 18. Kahuku needs stops here in any way possible. They got to create turnovers. How many are going to rush? Play clock went to 0. Delay a game.
Delay a game. Offense number 3. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
It's kind of weird for a Mililani offense to have a delay a game like that with so much time setting it up.
Yeah, that's a rarity because they have so much experience. Dylan Gabriel, as we mentioned earlier, brought up as a freshman after Mackenzie Milton went down injured as a senior.
Gabriel from his end zone, flip forward. Malapeai being hung on to for dear life by Zion Ayu. This sophomore is going to be spectacular. 2 more years by the time he becomes a senior. He's already done a good job this year. He has to stop.
Oh, he is a big, strong dude. Zion Ayu, 5'9", 250. He's going to only get bigger. Grow a couple of inches in the offseason.
He's the brother of Mickey Ayu, who's a stud. They only have 2 down linemen here defensively for Kahuku. 3rd down. They rush 5. Gabriel gets rid of it quick to Maka Hill. Hill to the outside. Good stop there by Faletta. He marked, let's see, shy of the 20-yard line, near where the original line of scrimmage was.
If Kahuku has a chance to stay in this game, they're going to have to win with defense and special teams. They're going to have some turnovers on defense, and they're going to have to score on special teams.
Mosiah Wheeler is back deep. The senior for Kahuku. Remember, with Kaniho out, you don't have another return guy. Sai Kobayama Hayashi gets rid of that one quick. Wheeler says, I'm not touching this. Another good punt, this time from Mililani. This one dances out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. 56-yard punt. All right, how big of a win is that here for Kahuku?
That is a huge win. Not only the special teams punt to bury them deep in their end zone, but coming away with a stop. And again, they have shown different looks on defense. You saw they come out with a two-man D-line, and then they late, right before the snap, they bring guys late and show 5.
They're waiting for the down marker to run over there. Here's Wes Alomayava. Micah Tuiolemotu bear hugs him with Shane Cady. Well, Wes Alomayava is in. He suffered a shoulder injury a few weeks back. Did not play in the game against the Sabres. Didn't have significant minutes in that one.
Yeah, this is something to behold. If you are a longtime football fan, longtime fan of Kahuku football, you'll be surprised to see that they are being beaten in the trenches by a smaller defensive line that's just using quickness and technique.
Mayava dodging and moving. Muasau, who recently got offered to play the Poly Bowl, and the UH verbal commit, able to make the stop.
Muasau unblocked, crowds the line of scrimmage. Easy stop for Muasau.
And that's why first down runs, especially in this offense, are so huge for Kahuku, because if they lose yards and they're forced into a 3rd and 9 situation, it's tough for them to come back. Can they convert here? Heffernan, top of your screen. Salval. Look out. It is he's thrown. Heffernan, incomplete. Penalty flag down. Contact as it's ruled. Heffernan was running down the field. The heat came. Charm Lomibao was in there in the secondary.
I remember in high school, there is no such thing as an uncatchable ball. If there's contact, there's contact. That's it.
So we're going to mark this one on. Kiyo'i Ramos was in the secondary as well. John Tuile Tufunga, good job on him to apply the pressure.
Interference. Defense number 14. 15 yards from the previous spot. Result of the foul. First down.
And it is on Charm Lomibao Jr. Let's swing it back here, Coach.
Great job by Salval hanging in the pocket. There you see some.
I think that's a good call, because he's hanging on to that left arm of Heffernan, and albeit a little mild, that is enough, especially that deep down the field where you have to ease off. On the 42.
Charm Lomibao, though, is one of the great names in Hawaii football.
Their first charge, timeout.
Mililani burns a timeout. Oh, Rod York, hard to believe it's been nearly a decade since he assumed the reins as the head coach of the Mililani program. Remember that 2014 team, so great. Mackenzie Milne in his junior season able to take home Mililani's first ever state championship. And speaking of Mililani, we want to say congratulations to Elite Student Athlete Award nominee Jacob Prothero. The Mililani senior plays soccer and volleyball and mentors elementary school students with their schoolwork, modeled to Hawaii Self-Storage for the Elite Student Athlete Scholarship. Mililani band in the house. We're going to see them, 15 days, I believe, for the New City Nissan Mililani Trojan Marching Band Fest. Kahuku, so far, has only run 6 plays. They only have 10 yards of total offense. They're going to go heavy package here. Tole Lafau will take the snap. Nursing a right ankle injury majority of the season. He looked great in practice on Wednesday. Gonna hand it, keep it here with Lefau. How about that, huh? Tuiole Motu, straight ahead, limits the game to just 2. No offers yet for Micah, but he gets a stop there.
Tuiole Lefau playing essentially quarterback. I mean, it takes a lot of practice for a fullback to actually run through this option here. It's an inverted option where instead of the dive back going up the middle, the quarterback goes up the middle and the dive back goes around the end.
Salval, Paulo incomplete. Fatu Iosefa in coverage. Paulo's great. He's 18 yards a catch, coach, and they need him to play big.
Exactly right. Paulo is the leading receiver. He is the guy that needs to come up with catches like this. Mason Paulo, who goes 6'1", 175, and has had a solid season, needs to come up big. Robbie Salval, 6'3", 195. He's got the size. We've seen him scramble. Great scrambler.
Another third down. They were bailed by a pass interference flag the last time on third down. So now shifting to Motu. They swing it the other way off Heffernan's hand and incomplete. Nearly picked on the ground. Tuiole Motu applied the pressure. It's 4th down.
Well, this time the Kahuku O-line lets the Mililani D-line through because they were trying to design a screen to Heffernan. A tunnel screen is what they call it, but boy, the Mililani D-line came up the field so quick. Salval had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
And Lomibal, who was guarded out there, playing defense, nearly got that pick. Erickson, high booming punt. It is hauled in. Those are always scary. Vegas brings that one in after a 4.59 hang time from the BYU verbal commit, Ethan Erickson.
Boy, being a punt returner is such a thankless job. If you do not catch the ball, you will get all kinds of grief from the head coach and the assistants. Why didn't you catch the ball? Don't let it roll.
Vegas brought it at the 15-yard line. Malapeai's run, Emerson's tackle, penalty flag down. For the time being, it's a gain of 6. Emerson's pretty much the only starter left from last year that is healthy, that is playing in this game. Mana Fonomoanavamu out with a knee injury. Their safety and corner.
Holding, offense number 66. Half the distance, 1st down.
Sergio Muasau gets called for the hold.
That was a nice run, but 66. Nice block, but then the takedown.
300 pounds.
That's a perfect size for a high school guard.
They wanted to shovel it, and they do. Malapeai goes down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 13 as Kanafanomoanavamu able to make the stop there.
It's not as quick hitting as they'd like because Gabriel had to elude Liua in the backfield.
13 out of that one. It's 2nd down and 5 for Gabriel and the Trojan offense. The throw right to Maka Hill. Penalty flag down. Joseph Taufa might get called for the PI here. Maka Hill coming off one of his worst performances last week against Farrington in practice, trying to get in the right mindset to do well tonight. He only had 1 catch for -4 yards against the Govs last Saturday.
Holding, defense number 16. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Results of the fall, 1st down.
So instead of a pass interference, it's a hold here on Taufa. Gets it to the 30-yard line here. Gabriel faked the gift, flag down. Wow, we have a ton of laundry on these last 7 plays. We've had 5 flags on Mililani, 1 on Kahuku so far.
Lining up in the neutral zone, offense number 52. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
How does that happen? It's the freshman, Mikey Angasiva.
That's the left tackle again. So what that means is that the left tackle has to, his inside foot has to be aligned with the inside foot of the guard next to him. If he's in the backfield, then there's 6 men on the line instead of 7. So you can see he put his right foot up now so that he's on the line.
Good call, coach. Gabriel throws. Oh, diving catch for Sai Kobayama Hayashi. Didn't get a lot, though. Penalty flag out late. Thrown by the back judge. It's hard to find rhythm and up-tempo offense when the flags come out. 6 flags, 47 yards here against Mililani so far in the first 8 minutes and 54 seconds of the game. Now 4th official will come in to try and help. Let's see, this one's going to go against Mililani, the early indication.
Interference. Blocking while the ball was in the air. Offense number 5. Half the distance from the previous spot. Second down.
Grayson Motoyama gets called for it. Ball's in the air here.
I see that. Yep. You can't make contact before the ball gets there.
First down.
He kind of set a pick on the defender as he was trying to make a play, at least in the area of the ball.
Good call.
Yeah,
Good call by the officials.
All right, first down and well long. Gabriel wanted to load up. He comes. He's thrown for Sai Kobayama Hayashi. Incomplete. Sai Kobayama Hayashi. Remember, he had an injured shoulder. It was labeled as a sprain the last time they played against Farrington just last week. He did catch 1 pass. It was for a touchdown. And now it brings up second down and 25. Play clock down to 3. Got to get it off here. They do. They run it with Malapeai with a hole and the balance and a big stick from Nalu Emerson along with Elijah Latu. 8 and 28 come forward to make the hit.
Malapeai, we talk about his size, his girth as a runner. Look at those big legs. But how do you tackle a guy with big legs? You go low down and wrap up his legs. Great job by Nalu Emerson.
Didn't convert the last third down. They're 0 for 1. 2:15 to play. Quarter 1, 7-0. Gabriel feeling the heat there from Josh Singh. Gabriel looking and throwing that one away to Mystic Sampaga underneath. Oh, the pressure's getting a lot better here for Kahuku.
A lot of pressure and nearly holding on that play as well.
And if you take away just that one blown coverage from Kahuku, this is an even game.
It is a very even game. I mean, Kahuku is sending the house, and they are trying to force Mililani to keep a couple of guys in to block. The counter to that, though, screens, shovel passes, but they haven't been able to break a big one yet.
Can they do it with Mosiah Wheeler? They won't give him a chance. Instead, the skip here from Sai Kobayama Hayashi. Man, the punters are having a field day here tonight. 54 on the punt.
It's a punter's paradise today.
Remember, Sekope Latu was a great punter last year for Kahuku. And now the Red Raider offense back onto the field. Kahuku just 12 yards of total offense. Mililani with 130.
Well, right now, Mililani is dominating in the trenches. Their D-line is so quick and so quick off the ball. Great technique, great pad level.
Matungi, the deep man here. They give it to Tole Lefau. Got a good block out in front there from Micah Soliai Howlett. And then Javon Olomua for Mililani gets this stop at the 33-yard line. And a gain. Let's see, of about we have a man down here. It's Micah Tuiolimotu. Remember, Michael Tuiolimotu was hurt, coach, and you and I were there in Mililani when they played the Warriors. Kamehameha. It's good to see that he's all right.
And that was a scary injury where he dove for a sack and his knee kind of bent the wrong way.
With 100 seconds to go, so athletic trainers will tend to him.
Also, his elbow is bleeding. He can't have an open wound with blood, so they're wrapping that up.
Gain of 7. Fire drill. Should be a first down.
Encroachment. Defense number 31. 5-yard penalty. Results of the fall. First down.
It's on John Tuile Tufunga.
Oh, there you go.
Micah Tuiolimotu back in after quickly going to the sideline. So now going to look towards Heffernan off the hands of Iosefa, and Heffernan brings that in at the 41.
That's a crazy play. Heffernan, I thought he'd be chasing a pick. Heads up by Charm Lomibao to secure that tackle. I just like to say Charm Lomibao.
That actually helped Heffernan because that one was sent a little bit behind him. It was deflected right towards him.
Exactly.
Matungi. No running back. Salvao is blown up by Ezra Salve.
Wow. Ezra Salve, who goes 6 feet 235, does a swim move. Both he and Tuiolimotu, and are in the backfield in a hurry.
Marcus Lombard was trying to guard his assignment, but Salve went around him. Could be the final play of the quarter. It's third down. Salvao puts it up and incomplete to end quarter number 1. Wow. Touchdown here for Ryan Chang.
That's the end of the first.
And that's the only difference after the first 12 minutes. School spirit, personal pride, hard hits. What else do you expect? It's the OIA Division I Open Championship.
At Pizza Hut, we're more than just $7.99 medium one-topping pizzas. Whoa, wait, medium pizzas? For $7.99? And all these sides. $7.99? I'm speechless. The new $7.99 lineup, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
We are Hawaii. Hawaii's our foreign. Spirit of
At Pizza Hut, we're more than just $7.99 medium one-topping pizzas. Whoa, wait, medium pizzas? For $7.99? And all these sides. $7.99? I'm speechless. The new $7.99 lineup, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Watch Kavika on Everything Hawaii with a new show starting Sunday evenings at 7:30. Follow Kavika even more and see the entire episodes on Facebook at Everything Hawaii TV.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 1186, is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Good luck to all student athletes and a big mahalo to all the coaches and other volunteers that make it happen. Unilani cheer squad in the house, 7-0 in the OIA Division I Open Championship game. Trojans on top. Felipe Ohastro up here in the booth with one of our good friends, Cal Evans, longtime official, the president of the Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame. How you been? It's been a while.
Been a whole game.
yeah, it feels like right?
we've been on the field.
All right, well, you're here. It's hard to believe that it's already been a year since the establishment of what I personally feel has been long overdue, the Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame. You just had your banquet in September. What's been the response like from the community and people within the board of the Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame?
Well, we were so pleased with the turnout for the Hall of Fame banquet. We had over 400 people coming out to support the 8 inductees, along with 15 officials of the year from various sports and 2 volunteers of the year. So it was very exciting and energizing for us now as we go into our second year to try to duplicate the effort of the first year.
What kind of influence establishing this, the Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame?
Well, we got together a group of outstanding officials, long-term officials who are dedicated and passionate about officiating, and we all agreed that it was time we honored those officials who have devoted their lifetime to officiating at a high level and influencing others and mentoring others and providing a great support to the athletic community.
Good defensive stop there for Kahuku to start off.
Number 38's helmet of the defense came off. Baru, he needs to sit out one play.
Second quarter. All right, hard to believe it's going to be just around the corner again. So if anybody wants to nominate an official, how can they do that?
Well, we're asking everyone in the athletic community and the community at large who has an interest to nominate any individuals who have devoted their lives to officiating and supported the endeavors of our interscholastic students. And they can do that by going to our website, HawaiiSportsOfficialsHallOfFame.org, filling out a nomination form and submitting that. We're now in the process of collecting those nominations for the 2019 banquet, which will take place September 8th, 2019.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Alamoa Hotel. Thanks so much for your time. We'll
appreciate the support of OC16, Scoring Live, and HHSAA in support of our efforts. Felipe, thanks so much.
You bet, bud. Hawaii Sports Officials, HallOfFame.org. The run here for Malapea is up the middle and just shy of the 20-yard line. And the defensive ability here for Kahuku, turning it on. Since the first defensive drive, it brings up 4th down and about 9. And here comes the punting unit for Mililani. Mililani, 131 yards of total offense. Kahuku with just 19. It's only a 7-0 game here in the Division I Open Championship.
Kahuku doing it with defense again early on.
Mililani averaging 55 yards a punt. Here's Sai Kobayama Hayashi. Another high boomer. Soccer stud towards Frisco Aviao. He didn't touch it, and so it'll be down right at the 34-yard line. 47 on the kick. All right, your biggest takeaway, Coach, from the first 12 minutes?
I think right now, Kahuku is that one big play, the broken coverage play that went for a touchdown to Ryan Chang. That one play is all the difference in this game. I mean, you look at what Mililani is doing. They are moving the ball. They are doing what they got to do, and they're usually doing their great stuff. But boy, Kahuku's defense doing enough to keep it close. But I've been impressed with Mililani's defense, especially their defensive line.
And the offense produce here for Kahuku. Handoff for Wes Alomayava. Remember, the last game he played was against Campbell. He had 18 carries, 88 yards in that one. They need him to get going. Javon Olomua gets the stop.
And if you remember, in that game, he left after 3 quarters with an injury, and Zealand Matangi came in, and that did a great job.
Yeah, 100 yards in that one for Zealand Matangi, along with 2 touchdowns in a 1-point loss to the Sabres. Sabres already into the state tournament. Here's Alomayaba again, wrapped up from behind. They'll get it right at the 40-yard line. Mike Tuola Motu.
As are these 2 teams. It's just the seeding and placement is what we're awaiting.
And we're going to reveal all 3 brackets for you once this game is over. 3rd down here. Kahuku's 0 for 3 in this department. Paulo turns it. Pass Lomibao. Mason Paulo. Game-tying touchdown.
And we talked about Mason Paulo, that he's the leading receiver on the team, and he needs to step up, and boy did he step up. 60-yard dart. Catch and run. And he split 2 defenders and he was gone.
Got past Ramos, got past Lomibao. And now here is Heffernan. Heffernan, for his career, 88% in extra points. He's 83 of 94. And 34 of 41 this season. Off the hold from Paulo and the snap from Mao. Tie game. Mason Paulo gets into the end zone. He has 5 touchdowns in the last 5 games. Turn the corner, and he can run all the way to Kahuku.
Welcome to McRib Stories. Today's story is about Tanya, who always goes to great lengths to avoid fun, the fear of missing McRib. So she sets an alarm, and an alarm for the alarm. And 2 weeks before that, she reminds her husband to remind her with a McRib lunch call. And months before that, she makes a note on her homemade McRib calendar on the exact day the McRib is back. Moral of the story, do what you gotta do. Just don't miss the McRib. I missed you.
You've been thinking about it all year. The excitement of driving a new Toyota. Well, now's your chance at the Toyota Hawaii year-end sales event. Get a great deal on our popular models with 0% APR on 2018 Siennas and CHRs, plus 0.9% APR on 2019 Corollas and 2018 Tacomas, Hawaii's best-selling truck. Drive here in your old car, then drive away in your new Toyota. The year-end sales event at your Toyota Hawaii dealers.
Rainbow Warrior football on Spectrum Sports pay-per-view rolls on Saturday.
New City Nissan has been honored as one of only 50 Nissan dealers in the United States to earn the 2018 Nissan Global Award of Excellence. You can visit Hawaii's premier Nissan dealer today. It is New City Nissan in Kalihi. And how about Kahuku? With 9:04 remaining.
Kahuku with the answer. And you know, this crowd, this is one of the smallest Kahuku crowds I have ever seen.
Kingsley, are you right there? Proud Kahuku guy. All right, Mililani, what you got? Banks from the 20. Banks gonna run it here to the sideline. He's got to beat Heffernan. Got past him and stumbled his way. Got a flag down on the far sideline, right at around the 30-yard line. Kai Banks had 2 kick returns that were taken back because of penalty this year. And Banks, a freshman, one of only a couple on this team here in 2018 for Mililani.
You know, we talked about special teams and how big it was going to be for Kahuku.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 70. 10-yard penalty from the fall. First down.
They say 70, so that's Bryson Sniffen. We talk about special teams.
Yeah, I mean, this team, Kahuku, defense and special teams, they always win those two facets of the game. Now, that time they got burned on a nice kick return, but to no avail. It was called almost all the way back because of a penalty.
That negates a 40-yard run back here by Banks. And Mililani takes a timeout.
Mililani, their second charge timeout.
So Mililani going to burn it here at the 8:54 mark.
Rod York and his staff, they're not going to panic. They know what they got. They know what they're capable of. There's been some penalties. There's been some couple of problems here offensively that they will get fixed. I mean, they have done a great job executing their shovel pass.
Yeah.
It's been a big deal for them. And that's one way to slow down the pass rush.
What would you say if I told you this game is 7-7?
And what would you say if I said Kahuku's score was a 60-yard pass?
Sterling Carvalho. It's going to be a busy week here for Kahuku because on campus on Sunday, they will do the memorial ceremony of the great Uncle Tommy Heffernan. You'll see it engraved on some of the hats that the Kahuku coaches are wearing. Meet me at the 50. Someone who's meant so much to that community. He's playing for much more than just a title within that community. Coach Pele as well, who passed away earlier in the season. And Kahuku's been hearing all the chatter outside. How good they were or how good they aren't for some cases. But tonight, all tied at 7 here. 8:54 to go to the half. Gabriel, the lefty, loading up over the top. Vegas, look out! Frisco on the pick.
Miscommunication that time. Dylan Gabriel kind of put his arms up like he thought Vegas was going to go somewhere else. The pressure again. I think he thought Vegas was going to continue to come across the middle of the field.
It's the 7th interception of the season here for Gabriel. The 3rd takeaway for Frisco Avial. And now Kahuku with momentum and the ball at the 45-yard line. Robbie Salval, 3 of 7 for 76 yards in the touchdown. Run it here with Matangi. Mililani sniffs it out. Save, Tuyole Motu, Darius Muasau. 3 guys converge.
I've been so impressed with this Kahuku defensive front 7. They are in the backfield literally. By the time the running back gets his hand on the football, they're in the backfield.
No, you're right about that, Coach. You have 5 total tackles for loss so far here tonight collectively for Mililani. And right through is Micah Tuiole-Motu.
And there you see that swim move.
Encroachment, defense number 7, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Boy, Micah Tuiole-Motu is so good at that swim move. I mean, you just saw that right there.
So they get the rush yards that they lost in the previous down back. Salval hit hard from behind. Shane Katie forced it out and he got it.
And the turnover goes right back the other way. But right now, the Mililani defensive line, they are so much quicker than the Kahuku offensive line. I mean, it is not even funny. They are in the backfield. They're penetrating, wreaking havoc, wrecking shop right now in the backfield. Shane Katie, who's 6'3", 195, not a big guy, but their swim moves, their quickness, outstanding.
Mystic Sampaga. And the sophomore spins his way. Penalty flag down. Oh, wow. Ron York not happy about that. Pretty much threw off his headset. He went onto the field and vocally expressed himself as far as that call is concerned. Might get a hold here, possibly. On that side. Sai Kobayama Hayashi was with Tavita Faletta on that side. As one of the matchups, trying to free up Sampaga. Here's Robert Victor.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 37. Half the distance from the end of the run. Results of the foul is a first down.
And it's against Faletta.
I think Coach York was so animated because he saw that and he was, asking them, are you going to call this? And they did.
Takes it to the 9. Gabriel, 138 through the air, has thrown a pick and has thrown a touch. First and goal. Gabriel, corner, Maka. Hello, it's picked by Joseph Taufa. Taufa, his second interception of the season, and a massive one to deny the touchdown.
Joseph Taufa, 5'8", 160, just snatches that away. Both teams playing great defense right now.
Second pick tossed by Gabriel tonight. What a job from this defense. We told you how well he's been playing. Big Joe, in this recent stretch, outstanding. Wes Alomayava lines up as the running back here. Yedidani's gotten good pressure in the trenches against Kahuku. This ball will start at the 3-yard line, but it will start with this.
Timeout, Kahuku. Their first charge timeout.
How about that? 2 picks tossed by Dylan Gabriel. Kahuku has the ball when you come back.
Media timeout.
Make it what you want. Make them how you like. How you like. You like. So, oh no. Make them how you like. Make it what you want.
The business is tough. So many people want a piece of you. When we were down, First Hawaiian Bank helped to get us back up.
We are friends. Friends, friends.
And now we're starting a foundation. And if I can teach them younger artists and further their career, then I think that's what I should do.
We are friends, everybody's friends. Friends, friends.
Dodgers, Lakers, the World Surf League, the University of Hawaii, and the very best in high school sports and local programs. The Spectrum Networks in Hawaii. We've got you covered.
Well, coming up at the half, we are giving away that. Jimmy's car. It is a... No, I'm just joking. It's not Jimmy's car. It's a red Volkswagen Beetle here. And Tiny Tadani will do the honors. One of the great traditions here at the half. And they're going to pick a case. One of those cases on that table. Inside one of those cases, a car. Or something that represents you winning a car. Courtesy of the Tony Group.
This is dangerous territory for Kahuku. We talked about and I misspoke earlier, I meant the Mililani defensive line that's knifing through.
Oh boy. Micah Soyai Howlett.
75 offense. Half the distance. First down.
Again, this Mililani defensive front, I can't say enough about the job they've done. They've limited the ground game of Kahuku. Kahuku is in a world of trouble here, and they're still not under center.
Yeah. All stopped there, but just got the ball over the goal line, out of the end zone. John Tuile Tufunga was there.
You know, I would suggest there's got to be a couple of things that you got to do. You either got to bring your splits in on your offensive line. In this situation, you're backed up. Go foot to foot. Don't allow any gaps for the D-line to get through. Or you got to go under center. You're in a pistol, and you're already handing the ball off at a disadvantage in the end zone, and it could spell disaster with a safety if they don't get this fixed, and right now.
Timeout.
Kahuku. Their second charge, timeout.
So you're thinking punt all the way here if you're Kahuku right now? Just cut your losses right now? I mean, obviously you're going to try and get a first down, but the way this game has gone on, are you trying to position yourself to punt?
Yes, this is a punt situation. However, okay, the big concern for Kahuku, as I just said earlier, is you can't get penetration because a safety would be a disaster. And that's whoever made the rules of football. I mean, come on, safety. You got to give 2 points to the other team, and then you got to kick the ball to them. Holy smokes!
Goku has done well in OIA championship games. They're 19-8. They didn't have a tournament around the 70s, early 70s. A 2010 forfeit to Mililani. One of those 8 losses. So about 67% or so in OIA title games. This is second down and a dozen here. Oh, the snap went low. Salval launching one. Polo! Penalty flag down. Fatu Iosefa was guarding him.
Iosefa was all over the back of Mason Paulo. That's how to get out of your own end zone. You can't have any kind of contact before the ball gets there.
Robert Victor trying to sort this out. Already Mililani has 10 flags for 77 yards.
Interference. Defense number 27. 15 yards from the previous spot. Results in a foul. First down.
And Rod York just like, interference, huh? Oh boy. 6:42 remaining till the half. Breathing room already. Mayava. Alo Mayava. Muscling over guys. First down run of 11. Penalty marker down in the backfield. For the time being, it's a gain of 11. And Asher Palanca and Javon Olamua tackle. It's going back though.
You got a feel for Wes Alo Mayava, who's had such a slew of injuries. The back injury last season, now the shoulder. What a great player he is.
Holding. Offense number 60. Half the distance. First down.
It's on Marcus Lombard. We'll try to find it here. Number 60 we're looking at. Right there is dead center. And took Sabe out of play and opened up that hole.
Nice takedown.
Salval, another low snap, play action, throwing high for Enos, incomplete. Fatu Iosefa nearly had the pick on the back end of it.
Fatu Iosefa, only a sophomore. That ball way overthrown. You know, the strange thing is Mason Paulo was wide open down the left sideline, and they did not see him.
You're right, Coach. Salval, 3 of 8 for 76 yards and a touchdown. Salval underneath Lefau. Good night. One-on-one, and the battle won by Darius Muasau.
Darius Muasau. Everybody was fooled except Darius Muasau. The entire D-line came up the field, and Darius Muasau, not only he sheds the block of big number 55, Bryce Beatty, who goes 6'4", 290. This guy is something.
3rd down and 16 here for Kahuku. They're 1 of 4 today. Throw it out, Paulo. Got it. He's going to be shy of the 1st down, but he did stay inbounds for a gain of 9 as Iosefa makes the stop. Paulo with a couple of catches and 69 yards and a touchdown out tonight.
You'd like to see the receiver play the sticks. A beautiful catch, but it's 3rd down and 16. You need to run a 16-yard route.
Saw Paulo's numbers in terms of yards per catch to lead the team. 4th down here. Erickson averaging 48 yards a punt tonight. Well, the play clock went to 0, but just got it off in time. Erickson to Vegas. Fair caught it at the 44. 37 on the punt. A weird game, right?
It really is. I mean,
just everything that we've seen. Gabriel throws 2 interceptions. The penalties have hurt Mililani here tonight.
But it's the typical Kahuku game. You know, they control the tempo of the game. They just kind of grab you and drag you down into the muck and force you to play their game.
Gabriel trying to answer back. Middle is wide open. Sliding down in front of Frisco Avial to the 38-yard line. Gain of 17 1st down yards.
There was no spy that time on Gabriel. Great coverage. And Gabriel can really scoot.
That's an area that has been much improved. His speed out of the pocket, his awareness down the field. Gabriel want to take it underneath. Oh, Malapia, that ball hung up in the air forever for him. And the 250-pounder gets a 1st down. Gain of 10, Kanafanomo Anavamu on the stop.
You know, I've mentioned this before. I like the way they run their fullback screen. The fullback goes to the flat instead of up the middle, where it's a mismatch against smaller cornerbacks.
Middle here from Malapai. The stop there from Zion Ayu. Good tackle there from the D tackle. You know, he started pretty much this entire season. I asked defensive coordinator Sola Solian, like, how did this sophomore earn the job? He said he beat everyone's butts in the summer and earned that spot. He's been such a bright spot this year. Gabriel winding up for side. Kubayama, Hayashi, held on, got it, touchdown.
Sai Kubayama Hayashi, who goes 6'1", 170. This time a clean pocket. He steps up, quick release. What a beautiful spiral. Put it right where only his receiver could get it. What a beautiful pass. And what a snag by Kubayama Hayashi.
McGehee. A floating snap that gets down and it's good. That'll answer back. Emphatically with a touchdown here. Number 6 of the season for Sai. Remember, he was the guy that they brought up after Dylan Gabriel suffered an injury. So we chronicled his story even back to their freshman years. Remember, Mackenzie Milton got injured. They brought in Dylan Gabriel and did a pretty good job his freshman year. He broke his collarbone, courtesy of, guess who? Kahuku. So then they had to bring in Sai Kubayama Hayashi in to play quarterback to try and fill in the time until Milton was healthy enough. And 4 years ago, when Sai was just practicing throwing footballs into the corner into a shopping cart at John Kauinana Stadium, to becoming such a reliable target now for DG3. Sai Kubayama Hayashi gets in for the touchdown.
Kubayama Hayashi looks like a quarterback. And if you didn't know what position he played, you'd think, okay, this guy must play quarterback.
Kubayama Hayashi, career touchdown reception, number 13. And Mililani back out in front here with 4:22. A good kicker can do some damage on kickoffs. And Kahuku will have to start yet again from their own 20-yard line. I see there's Jacob Prothero in the wig on the right side. That was our elite student athlete for Hawaii Self-Storage. Some of the volleyball girls out there. Gabby Naniseni on the left side. There's Sarah Wong in the middle. All right, so Mililani, who won the OI Girls Volleyball Championship, lost in the semifinals, cheering on Rod York and these football Trojans. Kahuku had streaks of brilliance, but one big play, and that's pretty much it so far, to Mason Paulo. Run it here with Zealand Matangi. Muasau and Katie combine on the stop across that hole. Gets 5 there. Zealand Matangi, tough to take down in space. You know, his reliability, because of the injury to Wes Alomayama, has been pretty good. He's averaging 19 carries in the last 4 games. He only had 17 total in the first 5 games of the year.
And only a sophomore now, 5'9", 195, thickly built. We've seen him do some nice things.
Micah Tuiolimotu from the other side makes the stop, no gain.
This guy, somebody needs to offer this kid a scholarship. He is a straight up football player. 6 feet 225, not huge. I think this guy can play on the next level as a rush end, even as a linebacker, a 3-4 stand-up linebacker off the edge. He could do some damage. He has a great swim move. He's strong and physical and quick.
3rd down here, penalty flag. How many guys? 12 here for Kahuku?
Illegal substitution. 12 men on the field on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Jonah Kalvaka, the 12th man, running off the field. Just to let all of you know, the game has gone final in Maui. Maui defeats Baldwin 29-20. So Maui's in the D1 tournament. When we have a break and we have a moment, we'll reveal the Division I tournament for the first Hawaiian Bank State Football Championship. Salval in the pocket. It's clean. And now the hit came from the side. It's Shane Katie. He ain't kidding. Wow. 4th down coming up. And here comes the bracket. We can finally reveal to you for the first time. Hilo is the number 1 seed in the Division I tournament. Waipahu is the number 2 seed. Iolani and Maui cannot be seeded because there's only 2 teams in their division, so they can't be league champions. But Maui will go to Hilo next Friday. Iolani will go to Waipahu. We'll have that game for you next Friday on Spectrum OC16. So all the brackets are almost set. Still got to determine the D1 Open. And on the move was Vegas. And Vegas will get at the 50-yard line. So, Coach, when we take a look at this bracket, we saw Waipahu dominate Castle to win their 2nd consecutive league championship. What do you think about the Final 4 here in Division I?
I love it. I love it. All 4 teams are really good, really competitive. Hilo is the defending champions. It's going to be a blast.
Hilo, the defending D1 champs, defeated Damien last year. Again, we're in the 94 block next Friday. Can't wait for that. It's at 7:30 on Spectrum OC16. Raiders and Marauders. And squeezing through to the 44 is Malapiai. Nalu Emerson gets the stop. Special thanks, by the way, to Chris Chun, Natalie Iwamoto, Russell Oki from the HHSA allowing us to do that before they send the official brackets out. Of course, the D1 Open bracket still to be determined officially. We do know the matchups through the formula. St. Louis will play the loser of this one. Gabriel throws, Vegas catches, middle of the field, a juke move. Oh my goodness, he got hit in the next week by Kanafunamoanavamu down at the 15, gain of 29.
Raichel Vegas, though, is tough as nails. I mean, he did not even phase him. He got popped, and he just popped right back up, shook his head, and was like, here we go.
Malapeai running. Mililani going with pace now. This is where they get dangerous. Talfa and Fiatoa. All right, I hope someone got the license plate on the truck that hit Vegas. Bam.
He didn't see that coming at all. He hit his head pretty hard. Hopefully, he doesn't have any concussion syndrome symptoms.
Through the middle, Malapeai. Touchdown, Mililani.
The truck ran right through the defense. 250 pounds. Can't stop, won't stop.
Rushing touchdown 10 of the season. He has 7 touchdowns now in the last 4 games. Kalifi. Yet again. Here's McGehee. 21-7. That'll make them happy. Hey, Kalifi Malapeai, 4 straight games now with a rushing touchdown. He's essentially the only running back that they have, by the way. They have guys in that spot. They can use Racing Motoyama, but you look at consistency and, again, durability. Look at Kalifi Malapeai. Gets into the end zone again, Coach.
Well blocked. That offensive line did a great job on that play. And, I mean, if you're going to be a 250-pound running back, you got to finish, and this guy finishes.
And again, a short touchdown drive. They've had very short touchdown drives. 1:10. That is the longest touchdown drive of the night for Mililani. They scored on touchdown drives of 1:10, 1:02 seconds, and 59 seconds.
Oh, wow. Man. Explosive.
Goku down a pair now with 63 to go till the half. Liam McGehee will kick it towards Frisco Aviao and Paniao Lindsay. Trying to change up the return man. This is going to be in the end zone by Frisco Aviao. Well, Kahuku, 86 yards of total offense here tonight. Mililani 249. Vince Nihipali in the background, the defensive coordinator. Suli Malapeai on the left side, in the middle, Rod York. The one game I think everyone is waiting for that did not happen because of Hurricane Lane is St. Louis Mililani. And they've had those teams penciled in to the final. We'll see if that'll play out. Winner of this one takes on Campbell next week. Salvao, Micah Tuiole-Motu. Ball squeezed out, but Salvao hops on it. Shane Cady helps in on defense. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 1186 is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Good luck to all student athletes, and a big mahalo to all the coaches and other volunteers that make it happen. .38 seconds remaining, and this one's going back.
51 offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Penalties tend to be contagious here. Remember, Mililani racked up all of them in a bunch in the early portions of the period. Kahuku with just 6 penalties for 40 yards now. Kahuku does get the ball to start the second half. Can they get a touchdown? A pump and a throw here for Mason Paulo. Incomplete. Just a little short.
This is not what they're good at. They haven't really been able to run the ball because of Kahuku's front seven, but aside from that one catch and run by Mason Paulo, they haven't been very efficient passing the football. Look at their line. They have a big line, much more physically imposing, and they only have -5 rush yards with that big offensive line. And it shows you that technique, speed, and team defense can beat size anytime.
Side swipe there on Wes Salomayava, or rather Robbie Saval, excuse me, as Giovanni Lamua makes the hit, and a timeout taken.
Timeout. Mililani, the third and final timeout. Timer, please reset the game clock to 18 seconds. 18 seconds.
Mililani trying to preserve some time to get one more score in, knowing that Kuku's going to get the ball to start the second half. Mililani has won 3 OIA titles, seeking their 4th. And people within that Mililani community just waiting for the opportunity to play St. Louis, right? I think a lot of people were waiting for it. But truthfully, I think at that time, had St. Louis beaten Mililani, I think St. Louis would have crushed them. And I only say that because, remember the game that you and I did previously, it was Kamehameha, where Rachel Vegas got hurt, Micah Tuilemotu got hurt. St. Louis was playing so hot at that point, and still are for that matter. But now, after Mililani racked up a loss to St. John Bosco and then Punahou on Mililani's home field, they've been playing some of their better football, and really their best football all year.
No doubt. That Punahou loss, 43-21, was an eye-opener to many.
Mm-hmm.
And since that game, they have really gotten back on track in a big way.
They have not allowed more than 14 points in the game since that Punahou loss. They've allowed 38 total points in the last 5 games. They've allowed 7 here in this first half to Kahuku. Erickson. Vegas. From the 50. Vegas, a juke move and held on. Joshua Singh with 7 seconds remaining. We have a flag down at the 10-yard line. Penalty flag down at the 10-yard line.
Holding. Offense number 92. That penalty is declined. First down.
So Liam McGehee onto the field here to try a 47-yard field goal. This would tie a career long. He had a 47-yarder against Kahuku the last time they met in the regular season. Remember, these goalposts are 6 feet more narrower than the high school goalposts. They're slimmer.
Timeout. Kahuku. The third and final timeout.
Give you the story here on Liam McGehee real quick. Remember, when we mentioned this all season, he's the son of the great Steve McGehee, who's a Mililani soccer coach. He's formerly part of the Rush Soccer Club and waiting till soccer club season gets right back at it. He has a great leg, and remember, he's filling in a void that was so masterfully held on to in the last couple of years prior to Damian Santiago. So they needed to find a guy. He pulled him up towards the end of last season. McGehee had a 55-yard field goal in practice, and he did it with ease.
Wow.
And because offense and the teams are on the field so much, he doesn't have a regular goalpost to kick. He actually has to kick up against a hill with 2 cones up against it. So not only do you have a ball return, if you will, because it's on a hill, you don't have a real crossbar. Noah Besa is the snapper. Sai Kubayama Hayashi is the holder. And Liam McGehee is the kicker. He's 3 of 4 this year to tie his career long. McGehee. No good. Had the leg. Couldn't push it. And we hit the half. Missed it from 47, but the damage done. Delivered by Kalifi Malapiai's rushing touchdown inside Kobayama Hayashi's touchdown reception at the break in the OA D1 Open Championship. Mililani 21, Kahuku 7. When we come back, we're giving away a car courtesy of our friends at the Tony Group. Hang tight here on Spectrum OC16.
This Thanksgiving, spend more time celebrating the season and less time worrying about it. Order a fully cooked Zippy's Thanksgiving meal today and relax in the company of family and friends. A juicy, tender turkey, real mashed potatoes, gravy made with drippings, and our house-made pineapple cranberry relish. And don't forget to add on our famous pumpkin pie and maki sushi. Hurry, order online at zippys.com and get up to $15 off. It's only for a limited time, so act now before the offer is gone. Zippy's, a relaxing Thanksgiving tradition.
Yeah. We are Ohana. We are Hawaii. Yeah. We mama. We are Hawaii. Hawaii, we sell story. Hawaii, we sell story. Hawaii, we sell story.
You're watching Spectrum OC16, 100% original, 100% local.
Aloha Waste Systems is a locally owned and operated company that specializes in waste removal services. We have different size bins ranging from 2 to 40 yards to assist you with your green waste construction and disposal needs. We care about our Aina. We're recovering resources where bioenergy Hawaii is our future. Call Aloha Waste Systems at 893-0932, where waste is a resource. Say aloha to yours. We are on 3 islands, Maui, Oahu, and Big Island.
Hey, that's a great t-shirt.
I got it printed at Maui Custom T-shirts. It's easy and fun, and you can create your own design on their website. Got no minimums, plus really affordable.
Do they only make t-shirts?
No, they make lots of stuff. We even get one custom banner created for my brother's graduation. 8x3 full color banner. Only $99.
Wow, what a deal.
Just go to MauiCustomT-shirts.com or call 268-5860. And remember,
Maui Custom T-shirts. It's affordable, it's fun, and you can make just one.
Halftime in the 2018 OA Division I Open Championship. It's Mililani 21, Kahuku 7. The winner will get the number 2 seed in the first Hawaiian Bank State Football Championship Tournament, which begins in a couple of weeks on November 16th. Inside the booth with Coach Darren Hernandez, Felipe Alhastro. All right, Kahuku in their run game, they're averaging around 159 rush yards a game. Not tonight, not even close.
They are getting stymied. Yeah. -2 yards rushing. A Kahuku team that prides itself on the run game and the big physical O-line tonight. They're just being out-quicked, out-maneuvered, out-techniqued by the smaller, faster, quicker Mililani D-line. That's been the story.
Yeah, let's take a look at the halftime stats. They are delivered by Pizza. -2 rushing yards here for Kahuku, and Mililani in control, total offense and average yards per play.
What's amazing is total offense, Kahuku has 85 total yards. 60 came on one play on a touchdown. So right now, total domination. The score does not indicate that, but Mililani dominating.
3 touchdown drives for Mililani. The question is, though, a lot of people wondering, who's going to drive out of Aloha Stadium with a brand new Volkswagen Bug? 20 contestants, 20 cases. Inside one of them, the car. We'll give it away when you come back.
At Pizza Hut, we're more than just $7.99 medium one-topping pizzas. Whoa, wait, medium pizzas? For $7.99? And all these sides. $7.99? I'm speechless. The new $7.99 lineup, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Honda knows you're always on the lookout for something better. So it's no surprise the Honda CR-V was named a 2018 KBB.com Best Buy. It has an interior that's spacious and refined, handling that's smooth and comfortable, and an exterior that speaks for itself. So if you're looking for something truly impressive, look no further. Hurry into a Honda dealer to find a great deal on a CR-V.
Let's welcome the first-time parents, the people with the dream to be their own boss. Let's welcome the things that inspire us, Connect us. Let's welcome the college graduations, new beginnings, and happy ever afters. At Bank of Hawaii, we'd like to welcome you to all the new adventures, the next chapters, and all the great things you have to look forward to. Welcome to tomorrow. Bank of Hawaii.
Honolulu Disposal Service has proudly served Hawaii since 1967. In the 50 years since then, Honolulu Disposal Service has grown from a two-truck operation into the largest waste management and recycling operation in Hawaii. That growth has been possible not only by hard work and vision, but also by placing a great value on our employees. We're now looking for new personnel to help us grow into the next 50 years. If you want to join a long-time locally owned and operated company, call 845-7581 or visit us online today.
At Pizza Hut, we're more than just $7.99 medium one-topping pizzas. Whoa, wait, medium pizzas? For $7.99? And all these sides. $7.99? I'm speechless. The new $7.99 lineup, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
21-7, Mililani on top of Kohuku here at halftime on the OIA Open Division Championship. There you see the beautiful Volkswagen Bug on the left side, and all the contestants. One of the great traditions on OIA Championship night. 20 contestants, 20 cases, but nobody gives a car better than this guy. Down to the field, Tiny Tadani.
Thank you very much, Felipe. We are at halftime of the OIA Championship. That means it's time to give away a car from the Tony Group. Now, if you watch Tiny TV, you know I always mention my sponsors. I got to thank Tanoa Samoa of the Ohana Hale Marketplace for my shirt. I know it looks like Mililani colors. I can't help it. But trust me, I have red and black bibbities, okay? We hope this second half comes out just as good as the first half. Now, speaking of sponsors, I got the Tony Group with me, who have been with me on my show as well, and with Oceanic, Spectrum, all the stations, because it's been how long now? Let's talk to the general sales manager of the Tony Group Autoplex. This is Andrew Lee. Andrew, year after year, why do you give away a car?
Well, Tiny, this is our 20th year giving away a car, and Tony Group is a family-owned business, and what's better way to support families than give away a new car in high schools?
I know, Stan loves sports, the president, and you got 2 kids yourself. I mean, the group itself with the employees, you have a lot of kids and you're right near the park.
Yeah, we feel just more obligated to give back.
Very good. Tied into the high school. Tony Group, more than just selling cars, right?
Yes.
We appreciate that. Okay, we appreciate that a lot. Now, this is the sales manager. This guy knows about the car. Paul, tell us what we're giving away today.
Sure. Today we're giving away a 2018 Volkswagen Beetle 2.0 Turbo in a beautiful habanero orange.
When you said orange, I thought maybe it looked like a pumpkin, but this is sharp. I like it. And it's a collector's item.
Yes, this is the last full model year for the Beetle. So it is going to be a collectible. So whoever wins, make sure you hold on to it.
All right. Now, after we give away the car, I'm going to come back to Paul Lancaster, the sales manager, to find out how you can get a car yourself. Real quick, we're going to just give everybody a little airtime. Let me explain what's going to be different this year. In the past, we've gone one by one, can, no can, right? This year, we're going to have everybody open the can at one time, so everybody gets a chance to win at the same moment. But I want to give everybody a chance to be on TV, so we're going to go one by one and give everybody just 5 seconds of fame. Name and tell me where you're from.
Hello, my name is Alexander Pereira from my side.
Look like you just graduated from high school.
Oh, thank you very much.
Name and where you're from.
Darwin Nazarino from Honolulu, Hawaii. Harold Hermano from Eva Beach.
Right, Harold. Campbell Colors, that a car.
Jeff Pascual Mateo from Eva Beach, baby.
Oh, man, these guys from Eva Beach are all together. Your name?
Kainoa Nestor from Wahiwa.
Right, and?
Isaiah Curtis Kalili from Eva Beach. Cousin Kyrie, I love you.
Linda from Mililani, good luck. My grandson's Keikoa. He's playing for Mililani tonight.
All right, good luck to you, Linda.
Mark Sebastian, Eva Beach.
Okay, a lot of Eva Beachians here.
Wendy Wilson, Eva Beach. Hi, Josiah.
Who's Josiah?
Right there.
Just her, all right. What kind of car do you have now?
Toyota.
Get rid of that one.
Yeah.
That's what I say, man. This is cherry. It looks great. And you go to, or you, what do you work? Do you go to school?
I work.
Okay, so you can drive this to work and you got the saber color, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Wendy, your last name?
Wilson.
Congratulations, Wendy Wilson from Eva Beach. Paul, I want to get you back real quick and ask you from the Tony Group, Paul Lancaster, if somebody wants to get a vehicle, best way to get a hold of you and the Tony Volkswagen.
So you can either go to TonyVolkswagen.com or give our store a call, 680-7170. New or used, we'll take care of you just like family.
All right. What a sensational winner. We love it that you won. Congratulations, Wendy Williams. I do want to mention real quick that 20 years with the Tony Group and give away a car. It's been 20 years for Tiny TV being on Spectrum OC16. So with my shameless plugs, follow me in my 20 years and what's going on, the excitement on my Facebook and Instagram at Tiny TV Hawaii. Hey, Wendy, congratulations again. Who's your favorite car dealer?
Tony Honda.
Yes! Oh, Tony Volkswagen.
Tony Volkswagen, I saw you!
Congratulations. A nice hand again for Wendy, our winner of the Tony Group Autoplex. Back to the show, second half of OIA football.
All right, Tiny, thank you very much. Congratulations, Wendy Wilson, case number 11, the case winner and the one to take home that Volkswagen Beetle. Courtesy of the Tony Group, the winning moment. Car's going to look good out in Eva. Congratulations, Wendy. More to come when you come back here in the OIA G1 Open Championship game.
This Thanksgiving, spend more time celebrating the season and less time worrying about it. Order a fully cooked Zippy's Thanksgiving meal today and relax in the company of family and friends. A juicy, tender turkey, real mashed potatoes, gravy made with drippings, and our house-made pineapple cranberry relish. And don't forget to add on our famous pumpkin pie and maki sushi. Hurry, order online at zippys.com and get up to $15 off. It's only for a limited time, so act now before the offer is gone. Zippy's, a relaxing Thanksgiving tradition.
Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official provider for Spectrum OC16 and Spectrum XCast.
You're watching Spectrum OC16, 100% original, 100% local.
This looks so Ono.
I know. I gotta send this to Kai. He loves this stuff.
Me too.
Guess who? I hate using my data.
You have Spectrum now. This is a Wi-Fi hotspot. They're everywhere.
I'm glad I switched to Spectrum. Hawaiian Telcom had so few hotspots.
So you're just taking pictures, or you bring some of that home?
Stay connected at over 3,700 Spectrum Wi-Fi hotspots across Hawaii. Visit spectrum.net to learn more.
Hey, that's a great t-shirt.
I got it printed at Maui Custom T-shirts. It's easy and fun, and you can create your own design on their website. No minimums, plus really affordable.
Do they only make t-shirts?
No, they make lots of stuff. We even get one custom banner created for my brother's graduation. 8x3 full color banner. Only $99.
Wow, what a deal.
Just go to MauiCustomT-shirts.com or call 268-5860. And remember,
Maui Custom T-shirts. It's affordable, it's fun, and you can make just one.
This Spectrum Network's presentation of prep football is sponsored by Zippy's, your Hawaii Honda dealers, Shopo, the State of Hawaii Police Officers Union, and Jack in the Box.
Hey, welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Right now it is 21-7, Mililani over Kahuku. We're here at the half. And I want to send a big shout out to the Mililani Trojan cheerleaders right behind me. Tomorrow, they will be at the OIA Championships for cheerleading. Now, they haven't won an OIA championship since 2011, but you are looking at the two-time defending state champions for the large division in cheerleading. And large because there's a whole lot of them. There's a lot of them here for Mililani. So good luck to them tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at Kaiser High School. They will be competing in the OIA Cheerleading Championships, and we'll see them hopefully at States on November 17th.
Right now, we are sending it to break. When we come back, second half kickoff between Mililani and Kahuku for the OIA D1 Open Division Championship right here on Spectrum OC16.
When you need some extra muscle in your truck for really tough jobs, but you also want a truck that's for everyone. That has more versatile seating. With a tailgate that opens another way for easy access. And a lockable in-bed trunk. You want the Ridgeline, part of 2018's KBB.com Best Overall Brand, at your Honda dealer.
America. Land of blue jeans, muscle cars, bald eagles, and burgers. And while muscle cars lost their muscle, blue jeans got all skinny on us. I can't feel my legs. And bald eagles got, well, balder.
Oh no, is it obvious?
No way are we giving up on burgers. That's why I created the all-American ribeye burger, made with 100% ribeye beef, fresh spring mix, and provolone cheese on a potato bun.
It's a good-looking burger.
Ribeye burgers are back, America. Try them today.
University of Hawaii Rainbow Wahine Basketball, Tuesday.
Dylan Gabriel warming up on the sidelines, getting ready for the third quarter. 11-17 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The guy who already has 103 career touchdown passes. Remember, Kahuku won the toss and elected to defer, so they're down 14. Kahuku needs to force turnovers and, more importantly, capitalize on them. Just one touchdown here, thrown by Robbie Sabal. It was a 60-yarder, so 60 out of the 85 total offensive yards came from Mason Paulo on that one play. He has 69 out of the 85 total yards.
Yeah, I don't want to keep beating this drum, but the amazing thing is how physical the defensive front seven has been for Mililani tonight.
McGee's kick is returnable here. And from the 3-yard line, it's Mosiah Wheeler. Straight ahead. And past the 25-yard line, and they'll make it a tackle for Javon Miller. Kahuku on first downs run 9 rush plays, 3 pass plays. On the rush plays, they've only had 7 yards on the ground on first down runs. That's a .7 average in the first half.
Wow. Just, I mean, it's not the typical Kahuku offensive attack at all.
Change up the quarterback here, though. Thornton Alapa, 19 in the white. Just threw 1 pass in the last game against Campbell. He's 13 of 24 this year. He's a little bit more mobile. He got a stronger arm and hangs on to it as he reaches forward. He's somehow going to get positive yards out of it. Shane Katie's been all over the place. 45 in the gold and brown. Alapa, second-year varsity man. Remember, he spent the first 2 years of his career as the JV quarterback. Then he's had to bounce around positions, but his personality very similar to Robbie Salval in the quarterback spot in this sense. Both of them are incredibly humble. They don't like the limelight. There was a time, in fact, against Kamehameha where both of them were anticipating to come out of the second half and be the starting quarterback. They both locked eyes, and then it was a race off the field to see who wasn't going to play quarterback.
Offense number 19. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
But when Thornton Alapa has been needed to fill in a role, he has stepped up. Whether it's starting as a DB the first time against Campbell in the regular season or playing quarterback in the D1 Open Championship game. He'll take on whatever challenge. 23, Alapa. Time in the pocket. Squeezing through. And Micah Tuilamotu, one of the guys able to make the stop. Let's give you some D1 and Open Championship history. I know this is the first year of the Open, but when you take a look at just the D1 championships, since 2003 when the OA made the split between D1 and D2, teams that lead at the half go on to win the title 85% of the time. So if you believe in the numbers, then you're pretty happy if you're a Mililani fan. Halapa, look out from behind. The ball is out. And picked up here by Marcus Lombard and Bryce Beatty, who have to hop on it. Micah Tuiolimotu forced the fumble. Save's trying to lay on top and maybe fight for the ball.
I'll tell you what, this guy is so rugged and so manly. I mean, he is just dominating in the trenches tonight. Somebody needs to offer this young man a scholarship. He's so quick off the ball. He's so physical. Yes, Micah Tuiolimotu.
8 tackles, 4.5 for loss, and a forced fumble to go along with a sack. It's a pretty good defensive stat line. Erickson's kick hangs in the air, and it's hauled in by Kai Banks at the 36-yard line.
You know, Tuiolimotu reminds me of a young high school version of Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald of the Rams is an amazing interior lineman, and he's the smallest starting D lineman in the NFL. This guy is not a big guy by defensive line standards, but his quickness, amazing.
Gabriel throws it, Killa Lanius. Lanius hit by Emerson as he goes down to the ground to the 41. Gain of 5 here. Lanius, his 9th catch of the season. Now he has 32 yards. Put on 15 pounds of muscle. He's a hard-working slot back. And one that is well-liked by his peers. Gabriel works sideline again. Ryan Chang. Ryan Chang. Ryan Chang. Frisco Avial with him to the 36-yard line. Gain of 23 here for Ryan Chang. He has 119 receiving yards this evening. Enterprise scores around town. Let's give you the updates on the bowling state championships. On the boys' side, Mililani able to take first place. Mid-Pacific able to take second. On the girls' side, Iolani, congratulations. They take the title there. And Maui defeats Baldwin 29-20, and Maui's into the state tournament. Sai Kobayama Hayashi knocked down by Peter John Matara. All right, well, game number 1, Coach. We saw Farrington trail by 29 to Campbell. And then Campbell let up a little bit here. So how important is it for the future in the tournament for Mililani to keep the foot on the accelerator here?
Oh, it's very important. They have to be sharp.
Kobayama Hayashi gets knocked down by Peter John Matara.
And his own man.
Yeah, exactly, right? The opportunity to stay fresh. And remember, the next game for the 4 teams, Mililani, Kahuku, Campbell, and St. Louis, will be in a couple of weeks. St. Louis is going to eventually get a 3-week break in total by the time we see them on Spectrum OC16, November 16th. Grayson Motoyama now the running back. He might be the full-time running back next year. But this year, he's working hard. To the 15-yard line. Folletta and Emerson combine on the stop.
This guy is a spark plug. He has surprising balance and power for his size.
Comes from a judo background that he had growing up. Might do judo again this year. Gabriel working short. Near side Kobayama Hayashi. Folletta stops him again. That's catch number 4 on the night here for Saigai. And they're not wasting any time. They want to go 8 seconds from the time of the end of the previous play to the snap. Motoyama ends up inside the 5, but we got a penalty flag down back near the line of scrimmage, which smells like holding.
Holding.
Motoyama.
Offense 59. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Just took a nosedive.
The center just put his hands on the small of the back. of the defensive tackle ushered him out of the way.
Gabriel, 251 through the air tonight, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Maka Hill, bottom of your screen. He only has 1 catch tonight. They go the opposite way. Here's Vegas. Vegas turning. Penalty flag down again. We've had 19 combined accepted penalties this evening. And it's almost 10:30. The previous game lasted 2 hours, 58 minutes. We started at around 8:30. And Robert Victor.
Holding. Offense number 11. K-9 penalty. First down.
To Ryan Chang. Ryan Chang tried to ease up a little bit. Well, he gets called for the penalty. And moves the ball back to the 28-yard line. Gabriel. Maka Hill. Incomplete. Maka Hill trying to get all that energy back. Only had 1 catch for -4 yards last Saturday. That ended a 7-game streak of a receiving touchdown for him. And he had to be guarded by Ezekiel Fisili Ripley and Paulie Afei. So credit to them for shutting him down.
And they did a great job tonight as well in the earlier game.
Gabriel moving, pressured, underneath, incomplete. Intended for Motoyama.
And a smart play by Gabriel, throwing it at the feet of the intended receiver. No grounding.
And with 6:22 remaining, it's 3rd down and very long. 3rd down from here to 16 acres. Gabriel, middle, broke it up. Frisco Avial denies Ryan Chang.
Avial nearly had his 2nd pick.
They're calling for field goal, and they're bringing Liam McGehee onto the field. It might be a 45-yard attempt here. Did you see the... Oh, it was in the hands of Chang. And yeah, through his hands. So McGehee, who missed one from 47 earlier on the right hash, will have a chance from the left hash. The lefty kicker. From 45, sliding right. No good. Missed one from 47, missed one from 45.
We have a media timeout, media timeout.
Mililani comes up empty on their opening drive of the half.
This Thanksgiving, spend more time celebrating the season and less time worrying about it. Order a fully cooked Zippy's Thanksgiving meal today and relax in the company of family and friends. A juicy, tender turkey, real mashed potatoes, gravy made with drippings, and our house-made pineapple cranberry relish. And don't forget to add on our famous pumpkin pie and maki sushi. Hurry, order online at zippys.com and get up to $15 off. It's only for a limited time, so act now before the offer is gone. Zippy's, a relaxing Thanksgiving tradition.
We are Hawaii. Hawaii sounds lovely. Spirit of
My primary objective today was to get to the base of this waterfall and hopefully see a rainbow. Well, I'm at the base of the waterfall, and there's my rainbow.
Congratulations to this year's Hawaii Moji Blitz winner, Kapa'a High School. Kapa'a won the winner's bracket and will receive $10,000 for their athletic department. Congratulations also to McKinley High School for winning the consolation bracket. They will receive $2,500 for their athletic department. Thank you to all schools for participating and showing outstanding school spirit.
All right, there you go. Congratulations, Warriors and Tigers. And the handoff here to Weselo Mayava as Rasave in on the stop. As Kahuku, who had a punt on their last drive, past the halfway point of the third. This game has really taken a deep lull here past the 10:30 hour. It was a 7-7 game at the top of the second quarter.
And remember, all of these kids had to go to school today, and they've been up since, some of them, since 5 a.m.
And you, my man, had to teach today, bud.
I know.
Working hard. Alapa feeling the heat from Katie. Katie got to him along with Micah. Ball is out. And Kahuku gets it with Micah Soliai Howlett. They are relentless, Coach. Shane Katie and Micah Tuiolimotu.
I'll tell you what, this front seven like a pack of wild dogs tonight. That was a broken play. Alapa went the wrong way. And Tuiolimotu, I mean, that's a 2-zip pack night.
Two of them.
And here's the thing. You know, when you talk about how undersized Tuiolimotu is for an inside guy, they have a history of that. Remember the Padello brothers.
Opposite screen here to Heffernan. And Heffernan with a single leg takedown delivered by Fatu Iosefa. Talking about wrestling moves, there's one right there. Mililani sniffed that one out.
Wow, I mean, this is a screenplay and they are all over it. Nice tackle. Got the legs going.
Vegas and Banks are back deep again. Erickson's been pretty good. 41.7 average on the punt. From around the 47-yard line, he gets it right there. 34 on the kick. Erickson. Verbal commit to BYU. There's some platinum blonde hair, by the way, underneath that helmet. He has died since homecoming. In fact, he's the one who told me he dressed up as a blind referee for Halloween on campus. So it was a genius costume, by the way. If you're an athlete, obviously. On the 47-yard line of Kahuku. Gabriel looked at Maka Hillstead, went deep here for Vegas. Caught it. Touchdown.
Tremendous pass protection. 47 yards. That was the dagger. And look at the protection. He just kind of casually goes to his left. Never let a lefty run to his left. That was a little underthrown, but still great effort. Great job by Vegas.
Fourth touchdown of the year for Vegas. That one blocked here by Kana Fonomoanavamu. He snuffed it. But Vegas, that hair gets bigger and bigger in the biggest games of the year. Wide open. Brings it down for the score. Dylan Gabriel, 302 through the air. Vegas and get up, Mililani. We up.
Rainbow Warrior football on Spectrum Sports pay-per-view rolls on Saturday.
On the next Showcase Hawaii, we have an all-new show with great products just in time for Christmas. But you gotta hurry because we only have a limited supply and they're running out fast. So watch Showcase Hawaii Saturdays at 8 p.m. on Spectrum OC16 exclusively on channel 1016 or log on to www.showcasehawaii.tv.
Aloha everybody, I'm Howard Deshefsky. We hope to see you on the next edition of Sports People Hawaii, where you're going to meet a world champion aerobic gymnast who is working with the young children here in Hawaii in her own studio. Also, we hit the drag strip with Ron Kapp, a world champion funny car racer who spends a lot of time here in the islands. And we're getting back on the waves with a professional surfer who nearly lost it all. We'll see you with these stories and much more on Sports People Hawaii, Mondays at 7 o'clock and only on Spectrum OC16.
Hey, Mike's Engraving and Trophies is the official trophy provider of Spectrum OC16 Sports for all your special achievements. Hey, call Ryan. Mike's Engraving and Trophies located behind Cutter Ford in Aiea. With Darren Hernandez and Jimmy Bender, Felipe Ojastro. Division I Open Championship in the OIA. 3:41 remaining. It was a 7-7 game and then 20 unanswered here from Mililani. And McGehee hasn't allowed Kuku to get anything going on special teams. He's been booting it into the end zone. This one's returnable. And it'll be taken at around the 6 by Wheeler. Mosiah Wheeler. Oh, man. Woo. McKenna Alcover. It's a fit dude with a big hit. Dylan Gabriel, 3 touchdowns tonight. Under in 4th career touchdown pass. It went to Vegas. Special thanks to the Mad Librarian, by the way, Jerry Campany, for finding 2 missing touchdowns that some of the guys were missing. But Vegas brings that one in, 27-7.
Where was it missing from, out of curiosity?
Clayton Valley. It was a trip to the.
I see.
From a team,
Valley,
yes. Team on the continent. Some out throws. It's caught here by Kenoa Chrisman, his first one of the night. And Giovanni Lamua in on the stop. All right, well, the winner of this one is going to take on Campbell. And Campbell is just chomping at the bit, waiting to take on either one of these two squads. They want a rematch against either Kuku or Mililani, and they will get it. Paulo took a pop there from Charm Lomibao, one of them, and the other one was Giovanni Lamua. And the reason why Campbell wants to face him, obviously to get into the state final. But remember, they got shellacked by Mililani in the regular season. And then they lost the most recent matchup against Kahuku that kicked them out of the winner's bracket in the Open Tournament. Salval scanning. Salval brought down. Muosel. Iosefa was chasing him first. Loss of 11.
I can't say enough about the Mililani defense. They have been outstanding. Overall team speed, they are flying to the ball. Their defensive backs really hasn't had an opportunity to make too many plays tonight because they have been bottled up before the quarterback can even throw a football down the field. The DBs are having a kind of a cruise night.
Floating it, incomplete. That one hung up in the air for a left foul. It sailed over his head. Let's see, To'alea foul. 93 total yards of offense here for Kuku. On the 35-yard line. Salval. Pass to Lamua, but he funneled him out of bounds.
It just must be so frustrating for the Red Raider faithful to have a team that really I mean, was devastated by injuries. As we said earlier, before all of their, not all, but some of their studs went down, they were among the top teams in the state.
Here's Banks to bring that one in. Got the 21. With 1:47 remaining. It's a breezy night. It was super humid earlier.
Yeah, I mean, the weather really changed in a hurry. I mean, it was really gross and humid.
It was really gross.
We didn't think we were going to be able to drink hot chocolate or coffee tonight because it was too hot.
Well, lucky we are, my friend.
Yep.
As a Malapiai gets stood up there by Elijah Latu, one of them in the mix, right at the 20-yard line. Big picture here. How good is this Mililani team? Are they going to give, I mean, if they do hang on to win this, and if they do win their semifinal game, they got a chance against St. Louis?
I'm anticipating a St. Louis Mililani showdown. And that's going to be very interesting. I've been very impressed with the Mililani front seven.
Ryan Chang coming across the middle and got banged down. Remember, Ryan Chang, I mean, he was known as the streaker. All he would run is streak routes and go routes. But in the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing him get a lot of yards after catch, which is an element we haven't seen since his sophomore season.
Especially on those wide receiver screens. We haven't seen him do that in a while, in about a year or two.
Ryan Chang, 129 receiving yards tonight. He's 34 away from tying his career high, which he had against Farrington last year. The penalty delivered there by Robert Victor. Encroachment, it's against Kahuku. Gabriel's 19 of 28 for 312 yards. Gabriel swings it out. Oh, Vegas snatched it. Flag down here on the run. Folletta funneled it out there. We might have a hold or a block here against Mililani. It's a hold. That's one thing that Mililani will have to clean up. They have 13 penalties for 113 yards. And it'll grow. Here's Robert Victor.
Holding. Offense number 2. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's on Mystic Sampaga.
Coach York much more relaxed on the sidelines after that second quarter offensive explosion.
Yeah. Scored 14 in the period. They led 21-7 at the break. They've scored 20 unanswered. Here's the sophomore Mystic Sampaga. And Sampaga takes it to the 40-yard line. Gain of 13. Taufa and Matara make the stop. Worked with Dylan in the off days last year. Help build confidence for him.
RPO.
Able to bring that one in.
That's the end of the third.
And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. 27-7. Mililani leads. Off we go to the fourth.
Thanksgiving, spend more time celebrating the season and less time worrying about it. Order a fully cooked Zippy's Thanksgiving meal today and relax in the company of family and friends. A juicy, tender turkey, real mashed potatoes, gravy made with drippings, and our house-made pineapple cranberry relish. And don't forget to add on our famous pumpkin pie and maki sushi. Hurry, order online at zippys.com and get up to $15 off. It's only for a limited time, so act now before the offer is gone. Zippy's, a relaxing Thanksgiving tradition.
My man, Mike.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Our daughter loves her new Honda, so I'm here to look at the Accord.
Excellent. With the Accord LX, you get more standard features, including a turbocharged engine, LED headlights, and our full suite of 5 Honda sensing safety and driver assist technologies.
That settles it. I'll take it. Thank you, honey.
You're gonna share it, right?
The Accord from Honda, the only sedan to consider. Come in for a test drive today.
University of Hawaii Rainbow Wahine Basketball, Tuesday.
Hey, Times and Big Safe Supermarkets want to send and express a sincere mahalo to everyone who supported the 2018 Shop and Score program. Now, for the past 18 years, the annual Shop and Score program has provided Adidas uniforms and sports equipment to local high schools. Some $2.75 million in total. Accepting the check on behalf of Hawaii High Schools, Mililani High School Athletic Director Glenn Nita, Donna Lindsay, Principal at Kahuku, Julian Yamagata out of Kahuku as well, for a $250,000 check in Adidas uniforms. They'll be given to Hawaii High Schools. Huge mahalo out to Times and Big Safe Supermarkets. All of you for shopping there and giving your high school codes out. That money will definitely go a long way for the OIA and so many Hawaii high schools. And it's just so awesome, obviously, there for public schools to get that. And again, mahalo for the Shop and Score, courtesy of Times and Big Save Supermarkets. Start of the fourth. Second down, Gabriel to Maka Hill. Maka Hill incomplete. Man, Joseph Taffa did a good job to at least try to use the sideline as a secondary defender and get inside position, but the ball couldn't be grabbed.
Maka Hill, we've seen him just be amazing. Last week, as we said, one catch for 4 yards and not making an impact tonight again either.
And it'll bring up third down here. Mililani 375 yards in total offense. Kahuku 82. But Mililani has more penalty yards. Here's Maka Hill. Emerson gets him. Good tag out there from Kahuku's number 8 to the 37-yard line. He takes it. Gain of 24.
All right, I stand corrected. A 24-yard gain by Maka Hill. A catch and run. Now we've seen him used more on seam routes and, you know, out routes where he works the sideline. That time, catching the ball on a short pass and then getting up the field on the side. This guy has great potential.
First down, the run here, push back, goodbye. Kenai Li'ua, a stud.
Wow. Kenai Li'ua just picked up Motoyama and threw him around like
like yesterday's laundry.
Yeah, like a rag doll.
There you go.
A sack of potatoes.
From the 40, Gabriel looking right, throwing right. Big stick there, but Ryan Chang hangs on after the Faletta hit. It's been a busy night here. 6 tackles now for Faletta. Faletta breakout performance in the OIA JV Championship as a running back 2 seasons ago, but his speed is more than welcome on defense because of all the injuries. Remember, Nohi Kaniho not playing here tonight after suffering a knee injury against St. Louis in September. Gabriel to side, Kuboyama Hayashi. Incomplete. They were arm fighting out there with Peter Jamatara and Sai Kuboyama Hayashi. If Sai initiated it, then the officials will usually let that one go, but no flag, and Mililani fans are upset. Let's see here.
Well, Gabriel was under deep pressure. A lot of hand fighting. That's at.
I like the call. I like the no call. Well, Sai starts it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it looked like from upstairs. In fact, Sai got the better end of that because he had a jersey tug and a pull, but he just pulled him right in front of him. Fourth down here. With 10.5 remaining. Gabriel fires Ryan Chang. It's high. And Kahuku will get the ball on downs. See the Kahuku Red Raiders trying to get things going here offensively. There you see the total yards that they had, Coach, last time they met, September 29th. But tonight, it's 82 yards. But the rushing yards is shocking.
It is truly shocking. I cannot remember the last time a Kahuku varsity championship caliber offense had minus yards rushing. That is just, it's crazy.
Yeah. Right here with Lefau. Lefau across the left side only gets a yard. Leighton Cam. His father Lewis played ball at Waipahu. Cam, some of the reserves are in, and Lefau's hurt now. Oh my. This has been the most brutal season for injuries for Kahuku that I've seen in a while. And everyone is banged up and bruised. Zavao trying to clear traffic. John Tuile Tofunga, the former Pearl City Charger, able to make the stop.
Just so much pressure. This D-line is so active, so fast, and they just fly off the ball, and they're hungry. They are not letting up.
7 sacks tonight for Mililani, just 1 for Kahuku. 3rd and 13. Zavao says, why not? Malapa, incomplete, and nearly intercepted. It was incomplete. Kelly Ramos was fighting for it. He thought he had it, but he couldn't get it. It'll bring up 4th down. Well, Mililani led 27-7 after 3. And teams that lead after 3 go on to win the title 92% of the time. The only time a team led after 3 and then lost was Lelehua back in 2009, about a decade ago. And Ramos getting consoled on the sideline. Ramos had a pick last week against Farrington. It would have been his 3rd if he hung on to that one. And Erickson gets this one away. This one sails out of bounds. I saw some people dress up here today, even though it's 2 days after Halloween. A lot of them are really in the first game from Eva Beach and Farrington fans, and we're going to see Eva Beach coming up in the HHSA Division I Open semifinals at 4:15 game day Hawaii. Will kick us off on XCast. The D1 semifinal is set. It'll be Iolani at Waipahu. Kickoff at around 7:37. We'll get you going with Game Day Hawaii at 7:15 next Friday on Spectrum OC16 from Masa Yonamine Stadium. There's Kalifi Malapeai stepping through, and Kanafanomo Anavamu gets to him.
Malapeai is so strong, and again, he gives this what most people would consider a finesse offense because it's a passing attack. He and the big offensive line gives them that physical component.
See Malapeai, he only has 39 rush yards tonight. Going for more, and Kanafanomo Anavamu along with Elisa Fotu in on the stop. Elisa Fotu, number 17 in the red and white, just brought up after the first Campbell game. He's on the JV team. He was a starter on defense. He was a stud. They saw something in him. His great instincts, his bull rush ability, his strength.
And in the second game against Campbell, he had a pick 6.
Yeah. He already has 1.5 sacks this year. 3rd down and short, they bring in Racing Motoyama. And here he is. And Motoyama, man. I don't usually see the feet slip out first. Flag down in the backfield.
Racing Motoyama is
Players
one.
on offense not set for 1 second prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
He's one tough dude. I mean, he is getting banged around. He gets lifted.
Ugh. And Kanafanomo Anavamu is hopping off the field here. Not putting any weight on that left side. Now the goal if you're Kahuku, now you just want to keep everybody healthy. I mean, I know you're going to have 2 weeks before you play your next game, but...
Especially since that next game will be St. Louis.
Yep. Barring a miraculous comeback here in the final 7.5. Triple header we'll have for you on Spectrum pay-per-view November 24th. Interesting thing to note for all of you fans. The games have been moved an hour back. So it'll be 1:30 and then 4:30 and then 7:30. Saikubayama Hayashi. He just continues to work. My goodness. He only had 1 catch last week. Brings that one in. That's catch number 5 to the 44. And now we have Saikubayama Hayashi down.
Well, we saw him go down with a shoulder injury last week.
And they're checking that shoulder again.
Wide receiver screen, and he puts his shoulder right there. He took,
wow. That's from Emerson, that second hit. And the first one from Alan Talanoa.
And he lands on it.
With 7:07 here remaining. As we hit the 11 o'clock hour now here in Halava. Saikubayama Hayashi, 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. He's getting some looks from Snow College and Adams State. And he's up and healthy. Let's check in with Jimmy.
Hey, thanks, Felipe and Darren. You know, 2 series prior to this one for Mililani, something similar happened with Sai, but it wasn't as noticeable as this. But he made a catch, went down, grabbed that shoulder, and just kind of waved to the sideline, and, hey, I need to come out. And he came out, sat out the rest of that series. I was keeping an eye on him, but he went in the next series. But, yeah, this is something that's kind of been bothering him all night, guys, so we'll definitely keep an eye on it.
Well, thanks, Jimmy. You see it right there. I mean, it's heavily wrapped that right arm, and so we're going to unwrap it, and if he's able to go rewrap it. No points put on by any team here in the period. We only had 1 touchdown so far in the half. Here's Kai Banks. Kai Banks by Valletta's tackle goes down. Banks, the freshman, great speed and hands. His dad, Kelvin, played semi-pro football for the Hawaii Hammerheads. That speed, he says, comes from his mom who ran track in Japan. He's only been playing football for just 2.5 years.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. He's very good young prospect.
Gabriel going for it all. Vegas. Incomplete. Vegas already had a deep ball touchdown earlier in the game.
And Gabriel, as great as he is, he's misfired in the second half. He's had some overthrows and some throws that have not been his typical on-the-money type of throws. And as you get deeper into the state tournament, he's going to have to be money for Mililani to win the title.
25 of 38. Handoff, Motoyama. Creighton Motoyama.
Boy, Motoyama is just...
I've never seen a guy fall like this, just consistently. It's like a video game. And Motoyama stayed alive, did not go down. Joshua Singh couldn't get him. Abeao couldn't get him. And finally wrestled out of bounds. Penalty flag out. Some words were shared.
Motoyama still didn't go down. This guy is something else. His balance is amazing.
Did he get a grip of the face mask on Abeao when he applied that stiff arm? His mom Heidi, by the way, just celebrated her birthday earlier in the week. Happy birthday, Team Mom Heidi.
Personal foul. Face mask, offense number 5. 15 yards. First down.
And this is a rare call because usually they're trying to do a stiff arm, not a face mask. At that time, Motoyama had a handful of face masks.
So he did not go down. Here's the face mask. You see the fingers grab the mask and then twist it. Schefter goes down, says, has some words. It's the face mask that will tack the penalty yards on. So it's from the 40. It's a Motoyama run, and he gets blasted through the middle by Elisa Fotu and Kanafano Moanavamu.
Motoyama is a tough, physical guy. And he's not small. He's 170 pounds. He may be short, but he's not small.
Here's a guy who just randomly practiced to do backflips in his bedroom, put holes in the wall, just try to cover him from Dad. Dad eventually found out and just shook his head. Said, "What are you doing?" "I'm just practicing backflips." "Why?" "I don't know." Who does that?
False start. Offense 52. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's a Mikey Angasiva. With 5:14 remaining. Oh, the penalties racking up here for Mililani. 148 penalty yards here tonight on 17 flags. And Mililani has it second down and from here to Walmart. Motoyama the give. Motoyama. Oh my God. Big bully. Can I leave? Ooh. Never seen a tackle like that before.
Timeout. Kohuku. Their first charge timeout.
Kohuku burns a timeout. Kohuku. Giving it to Motoyama.
Media timeout.
America. Land of blue jeans, muscle cars, bald eagles, and burgers. And while muscle cars lost their muscle, blue jeans got all skinny on us.
I can't feel my legs.
And bald eagles got, well, balder.
Oh no, is it obvious?
No way are we giving up on burgers. That's why I created the all-American ribeye burger, made with 100% ribeye beef, fresh spring mix, and provolone cheese on a potato bun.
It's a good-looking burger.
Ribeye burgers are back, America. Try them today.
Thanks, Chef.
No more space in the hallway. The place is Kapulu. Call Hawaii self-storage, the best in value. Plenty room and aloha. Come join our ohana. Uncle Jerome and Safety, we always malama. Hawaii self-storage.
Dodgers, Lakers, the World Surf League, the University of Hawaii, and the very best in high school sports and local programs. The Spectrum Networks in Hawaii. We've got you covered.
Time for IBEW's BTW. By the way, did you know that Mililani Trojan Marching Band was the first from Hawaii to compete in the Bands of America Grand National Championships in Indiana? That was just a few years ago. A couple years later, Maui joined the fray along with Mililani. They got back there. Maui in the state tournament after defeating Baldwin tonight, 29-20. Third down, they're bringing the heat. It's caught underneath here for Motoyama. Motoyama gets wrestled by Alan Talanoa. And it'll bring up fourth down. I'm interested to see, well, this is way too far for a field goal attempt. But Liam McGehee has been trying to get warmed up and waiting. I think a lot of kickers are waiting for the opportunity to at least be in a position where they can try a long field goal. Discussions here. Ball's at the 43. And they're going to rush everyone back onto the field. And they're going to have Manu Penitani to punt this one away. Just kind of gets rid of it, and this one will die down inside the 20-yard line. With 3:44 remaining here in the game. And Kahuku just looking for anything positive they can take with them out of here with the state tournament coming up for the Open Division in 2 weeks. However, the Division I and Division II state tournaments in the first Hawaiian Bank State Football Championships will begin next Friday and Saturday. Friday, the D1 tournament kicks off. We'll be with you in Waipahu at Masayunamine Stadium for that one. If you haven't been to a game at Waipahu, I highly suggest you put that on your prep sports to-do list, especially if it's homecoming, because they do homecoming real well up there in the 94 block. Waipahu won the Division I championship. Ball on the ground. It's a sliding catch here for Wesel Omayava. Good for the first down at the 28. That play almost moved in slow motion.
Well, the thing about it is Salval was so worried about keeping one eye on the defensive line to see if they were going to come in, because they have been coming in all night long.
Sideline throw, whipped by Alapa. Through his hands, incomplete. Mark Pasternak, 55 in the gold and the brown. I got a fingertip on it. Salval tonight, 8 of 17 for 116 yards. And a touchdown. That came in the first quarter to Mason Paulo. It's the only score that Kuku's put up here tonight. Paulo again. Speaking of which, gain of 10. Paulo, 88 receiving yards here tonight. Gonna need to develop the offense more here these next couple of weeks. And try and get everyone healthy too. Floating one, incomplete. Intended for Paulo. Deflecting it was Benaiah Pritchard, the junior. Flag down here at the line. That's a hold, man. Mililani racking up all kind of penalties. This is the 18th penalty now here, Coach. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. It's on Kahuku. Beg your pardon.
Holding.
Sorry.
Offense number 60. K-Not penalty. First down.
You know, we've seen so many Mililani penalties. I just assumed that was a Mililani penalty.
Well, I tell you what. If they're going to move anywhere and do anything in this state tournament, Mason Paulo has to be their go-to guy in the passing game.
Was short, and it looked like a forward pass. Anyway, ends up with Heffernan. Am I going crazy, or was that a forward pass?
That was close.
It took forever for the officials to kind of rule it.
Ruling on the field as that pass was incomplete as they hit the ground.
There you go.
Second down.
But the officials kept the play going. I guess it's a long night for everyone. (27-7) here as Salval is chased at the feet square. Launch it downfield and incomplete. Scott Ka'ai, the DB, was in on the coverage. Man, he tried to leap up there and climb the ladder to get that one in. Some fans leaving early to try and beat what I won't think will be any kind of traffic this late at night.
No, not at all. As I said, this is a sparse crowd for an OIA championship.
You're right. Pressure coming. Ethan Santiago. Cleaned it up.
Boy, this just a total breakdown in pass protection here.
Yeah.
And Salvao, nowhere to go. He's been harassed all night. He hasn't been able to really throw the ball down the field.
.150 remaining here in a running clock. Shane Katie runs onto the field to add some pressure here for Mililani. Erickson has a very good night punting the ball. Penalty flag down as Erickson went down. And this one goes out of bounds to the 44.
Penalty marker.
We'll be running into the kicker, and now this will be the 18th flag if accepted. It's only 5 yards. He'll assess the penalty yards. Timeout, seconds to go in the game.
Running into
This Thanksgiving, spend more time celebrating the season and less time worrying about it. Order a fully cooked Zippy's Thanksgiving meal today and relax in the company of family and friends. A juicy, tender turkey, real mashed potatoes, gravy made with drippings, and our house-made pineapple cranberry relish. And don't forget to add on our famous pumpkin pie and maki sushi. Hurry, order online at zippys.com and get up to $15 off. It's only for a limited time, so act now before the offer is gone. Zippy's, a relaxing Thanksgiving tradition.
Honda knows you're always on the lookout for something better. So it's no surprise the Honda CR-V was named a 2018 KBB.com Best Buy. It has an interior that's spacious and refined, handling that's smooth and comfortable, and an exterior that speaks for itself. So if you're looking for something truly impressive, look no further. Hurry into a Honda dealer to find a great deal on a CR-V.
Rainbow Warrior football on Spectrum Sports pay-per-view rolls on Saturday.
All right, let's give you the first Hawaiian Bank Division II state bracket. This was released last week, but Kameme Hawaii is the 3 seed. They will host Kaimuki, and then Roosevelt will host Pac-5. The winner to play Lahaina Luna, the defending D2 champs. Kapa'a, congratulations. They are the KIF champs. And the number 2 seed in the tournament. D2 tournament begins next Saturday, November 10th. Right, if you're going to go to a game, go out and support these great athletes. All the men and women that work hard for November.
We got a new running back, Javon Miller.
We got a new quarterback as well, RJ Javar. Javar went 5 of 8, but only had 1 passing yard. There were a lot of completions that ended up in negative yards. Of course, that was during garbage time against Farrington last Saturday at Mililani. There's Javar's take, and Alan Talanoa gets to him. -8. And with 40 seconds to go, that should just about do it. Maybe a couple more kneel downs to end it. Well, Mililani heading into the season had a couple goals in mind, including winning a state championship. Beat Kahuku and get some redemption. Remember, they lost last year to Kahuku, 35-31 in the OIA Division I championship. Well, Kahuku trying to push forward through, and that will do it. 27-7, Mililani has claimed the OIA Division I Open Championship. There's a penalty flag down here at midfield. They might just end this game right now, but they're sending everyone back. How much time was left?
Clock operator, can you please put back 2 seconds on the game clock? 2 seconds on the game clock. Ruling on the field is a fumble by the sportsmanlike conduct. Number 8 of Kahuku. That penalty is 15 yards, first down.
So Kahuku's going to get one more shot at this.
Wow, a lot of stuff happened on that kneel down. Right. That was a lot of stuff.
You see Sterling Carvalho assessing the situation. Now they're just going through the formalities of all this, obviously. And there was 2 seconds left because the play clock was lower than the game clock itself. And that was 3rd down, so had that not been a fumble, the game would have been over because they would just spun the clock down. But because the ball came out, it's officially ruled as a turnover for Mililani. And the rain's coming down here in Halava. Hey, by the way, everybody. It's 11:20. We got 2 seconds left.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8 of Kahuku for kicking the ball. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
We're going to mark the ball here at the 38-yard line. So a cosmetic snap here for Kahuku, who will end up as the OIA 2 seed representing the league. And they will take on the ILH champion and undefeated St. Louis Crusaders. As the chase for a three-peat for the kids from Kalaipohaku continues in 3 weeks by the time they play. Remember, they're off this week, and then we'll see them in a couple weeks. And someone snapped the ball. Oh, my goodness.
This is getting ridiculous.
Exactly. I'm all in favor for Maldives. Gonna snap the ball here, one final chance, and kneel down. And that officially does it. Mililani wins the Division I Open Championship.